Well, greetings everybody, and happy Friday night, and welcome to Friday Flights. I'm your host, Lazerbolt. We've got a nice big group going on tonight. I hope everybody's enjoying their Friday much as I am. And yeah, it's good to see everybody. We're going to be taking a nice little trip around the interior of Australia. We're going to be here for a few weeks, checking out all the cool stuff. Right now we're at a beautiful place called Port Macquarie. We're going to make our way over to the west, and we're going to end up in a little place called Broken Hill. So that's going to be a good time. I hope everybody enjoys themselves. Grab a drink and a snack and make yourself comfortable. And we're going to be taking off in about 4 minutes. So it's good to see the whole gang here. We got lots of names going on. Yeah, the whole gang's here. We're only missing a few of our regulars. And that's nice. Good to see everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good Friday night. And how is everybody doing?
Great. Everybody's doing great.
Good, man. Good. We got tailhook hopping in. Good beans. I saw back there in that airplane. So yeah, we've got a lot of birds flying with us tonight. So this should be a good time. Tonight, for the first 2 legs, we're going to be climbing up to 8,000 feet. So count on that. Climbing to 8,000. Go ahead and do that now. We're going to be trying to maintain 260 knots indicated. So 260 knots indicated at 8,000 feet, and that will get us there. We have a couple of neat little points of interest to check out. Let's see, I think one of them we're going to check out is the world's largest golden guitar. That's right. In Australia and New Zealand, for some reason, they love giant statues of stuff. And yeah, tonight we're going to check out the big golden guitar. And we're also going to be checking out an observatory. So that's a lot of fun. We're going to be doing that here. Our first 2 legs are rather short, and the last leg is huge. So be prepared for that. We're going to be leaving in about 2.5 minutes. Make your final preparations. When we take off out of here, out of Port Macquarie, we're going to be turning right to a heading of 270. Count on that, turning right to a heading of 270. You'll notice if you look on the EFB, the flight plan has a few little waypoints going on here, such as right before our first destination, a custom waypoint is set at the giant golden guitar. That runway also has an ILS approach, so as you're doing your ILS approach into the runway, we'll be able to check out the giant golden guitar. That's fun.
My anticipation is hanging on strings.
Hold on. Stay tuned. It's a tuning joke.
Ha.
Did I load the wrong flight plan here? I only have one waypoint.
It just goes from the beginning to the end.
A-firm.
That's on your EFB?
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe try reloading that flight plan in there. Also, make sure. Well, I'm not sure if it'll make much of a difference in the 2020 version of that aircraft, but make sure you push your flight plan out to the avionics and ATC.
Always do it.
1 minute and we're out of here.
Broken Hill 038.
That will be our, yeah, that's the name of the flight plan itself, and Broken Hill is our final destination. Broken Hill is a nice, one of the first big mining communities here in Australia. Hey, I recognize that airplane back there. There's our buddy Mia Scully. It's good to see her. We haven't seen her in a couple weeks. Right on.
I just downloaded my plan a few minutes ago, and it all entered in correctly.
Did it work fine? Oh, good.
Yeah, it worked fine. Maybe just re-download it and try it again. I don't think you have to close anything out for that.
Let's see here before we take off. We got a couple of people checking in on the YouTube stream. Our good buddy Captain Hopper is wishing us a happy fly day. I love that. Happy fly day right back to you, Cap. Kenny is wishing us cheers. Well, he's right here in the group with us. Cheers right back to you. Our good buddy James Holmes with the generous chat here, with the generous super chat. says he suggests flying into the Bermuda Triangle. Only good things can happen. I agree. I agree. There's only fun stuff happening in the Bermuda Triangle.
I found out I loaded this same flight plan just as this is open up before you get in and start, and then if you load the flight plan after, it's the right one. The first one before you start flight, it's the wrong one.
Yeah, it seems a little weird when if you're still on the main map screen and not on the runway and you load it in, it does weird stuff. But if you wait until you're on the runway and then load it in, I think it works a lot better that way.
Just did, yeah. You're right, totally.
Yep. It looks like our buddy James Holmes over in Scotland. It's getting early in the morning for him. He's probably got to go to bed. He's wishing us a good night. So yeah, hope you're doing well as well, buddy. Have yourself a good evening. It is time for us to go ahead and get these birds up in the air, though. It is past 10 after the hour. And yeah, let's get these birds going. Parking brake off. And get your flaps all set. Like I said, we're going to take off, turn right to a heading of 270. Count on that, 270. Lazerbolt is spooling up. And we are on our way, pilots. Let's go. Happy Friday. Got that big old A400 going through me.
Oh, there must be a heck of a crosswind here.
There might be. I'm not using real weather, so I don't know what the winds are like.
Yeah, I'm getting it too.
That's our weak turbulence.
Full right rudder and it just cranked me to the left. Almost flipped me.
I think it's that wake turbulence thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be. Yeah, there's a lot of airplanes in line too, so there's a lot of turbulence happening.
Yeah, but I got that shut off.
Yeah, I did too. It was causing nothing but problems for me, including it was causing frame rate issues even. So I said no thanks to that. Okay, gentlemen, turning right, heading at 270.
I would definitely double check. Microsoft tends to alter your settings.
Yeah, they do. They do sometimes. Whenever there's an update, a lot of this stuff, and it's not everything. It's just a few random things get reset. It's very bizarre. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out the giant guitar. It's pretty neat. Remember, keep your indicated airspeed at 260. Here we go.
I had that brake problem again, but setting that ready to fly button and confirming it seems to fix that. So.
Oh, well, that's good news. At least now we have some kind of a fix for it.
Yeah. Seems like every time it happens, it almost always fixes it. at least it's worth a try to remember too.
It is so weird on some of these aircraft too that people have issues, and a lot of people have different issues from everyone else. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own special issue they got. When I was testing this flight yesterday, I put the flight plan together yesterday and tested it. I had a couple crashes. I had a couple where the game just flat out crashed out on me, and that's pretty unusual. It happened twice yesterday, so I don't know what that's about. Hopefully that don't happen again tonight.
Yeah, it happened to me last Wednesday, remember?
Yeah,
Twice,
I do.
I hope.
You might have crashed even more than 2 times. Your system blinked out on you. You had to keep catching up to us.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder, my issue is regarding, I use individual toe brakes. I wonder if maybe a lot of people here might not have that.
Like what, maybe it considers them all one big brake or something?
Yeah, it might be part of it. Like in the settings, I have a brake for the left foot, brake for the right foot, and most people just have brakes set for like a button or something, or one axis in my deck.
Well,
You gotta-
hopefully it doesn't
you gotta-
continue.
Got a brake for your big toe? So like a big brake?
I have a big toe for my brake.
I'm loving
Write
all the
it down.
pilots with us tonight. Look at this. This is a nice big group flight.
They call them Flintstone brakes.
I'm in a slightly different version of the Hercules tonight. I'm a different paint job. This Dirty 30, I'm using the Marines paint job. Not the Fat Albert one, but just straight up Marines. I was looking for the, Bob, you said there's a Navy version, and I wasn't quite sure which one that was.
Submarines. Yeah.
No, not the. I was thinking about the Fat Albert for you. I thought you were gonna fly the
Oh,
blue
right on.
Fat Albert.
Yeah, I flew that Fat Albert for quite a while. All the way through Japan, the Philippines, all that kind of stuff. I figured once we get to Australia, I'll switch it up, something a little different. You know, one of them I kind of like. I think it's a British paint job. The Royal Air Force there. Got a slight green tint to it with some camouflage. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's been warm enough around here to finally open up my window, so I apologize if there's a bunch of noise outside at a point or two. But it should be relatively okay. It's been about
That's
mid
nice.
60s around here, so it's just perfect.
Oh yeah.
That's what we are today.
It's kind of unusual for y'all up there in California. California
well,
way.
Yeah, last week we were low 90s, and actually we were camping with low 90s, but apparently only got into the low 80s here. But yeah, we actually had rain a couple times this week, and had a couple days in the upper 50s. So that's my kind of weather.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's right. You've been gone for a couple weeks camping, buddy. How was your trip? I saw you
It
put a
was
couple
good.
pictures in here. Do you mind if I show these pictures?
Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
One of them is Orville Dam, or Lake Orville, and the other one is the houseboats that are anchored in one of the coves.
I remember we
100
flew.
houseboats.
We flew Orville Dam maybe a year ago. Took
Yeah, we
off from
drove
a place,
over
I
it.
think it was called like Chico Airport or something like that.
Yeah, Chico Airport is just to the left, but there's also an airport in Orville too.
That's cool. Well, nice,
Chico's probably-
nice. So you guys had a good time.
Yeah, it was good. We went out. Good thing we had hookups, because I say it was 90s, low 90s, and
That is a good time to
it's a
get
good
out
thing
and
we
do
had
some
the
camping.
solar, because they shut off the power company shut off the power to the campground for
Oh,
half
really?
a day because of high winds, and they were worried about starting fires. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, it's a good thing you got some nice solar panels going on there.
yeah, we didn't even know they shut off the power. We were inside. And,
You were already,
Some-
you weren't using shore power anyway, were you?
well, yeah, we use shore power, but it switches over automatically to the solar and the battery.
Oh,
in order
right.
to use power. And a guy come walking around when I was outside. He goes, "Just in case you're wondering why we don't have power, I just got off the phone with PG&E. They don't know when they're going to turn it back on." I was like, "Oh, we didn't even realize it."
The only thing I can't run off of my solar panels in my RV is my the AC. AC doesn't have an inverter on it, so I have to use actual AC current. But my air
Well, that's the
conditioning,
same
yeah,
thing
like I
with-
said, but it's, you know, usually when I'm camping, I don't use the air conditioning that much anyway.
No, we had to this trip. It was 90 degrees
Would,
outside, 95.
yeah, 90 degrees would be a bit
Yeah.
much.
But we ended up, but that was like the day we got there, the day after, and it was still in the low 80s, I think, when we got there. So we didn't have the air on that time, and actually it was in the morning, as a matter of fact. So it was still nice and cool in there. And it's like, yeah, I didn't even realize that we didn't have power. It's like, I hope it comes on before the heat gets there.
Speaking about heat in Florida, it's been hot, humid, with a chance of fireballs.
Oh, I
That's
saw
why.
that. You all had a big fireball about 50 miles from your house, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. They said that was one of the biggest rocket explosions ever.
Yeah, I didn't even know it happened, to be honest. I'm not sitting out on the lawn chair looking that way all the time, and that's unfortunate.
It is
But
very unfortunate. They were making some good strides, and this is going to set them back. And not only set them back, like their reputations being damaged, they're going to have problems with the FCC or the FAA, whatever is in charge of all their permits. But they also have a lot of repairs to do. It really, really
yeah.
did a number on their entire facility
That was
there.
the Blue Origin rocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a
They
very
just
lucky
maybe-
nobody got hurt.
It destroyed the launch pad too.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap!
It's going to take a long time to fix that all up. Last time something like that happened, it was over a year before they had another launch.
Yep, that sounds about right. That's what I was gonna mention. It could be, if they do a good, quick job and have a lot of effort on it, they could probably do half a year. But man, this is a good time to make things better if they want to.
But they can also, besides fixing it, they got to recertify it.
So guys, we're only about 65 miles out from our first destination. Let's get some information here. We do, like I said, we do have an ILS approach. We're going to be coming in on runway 30 right, but we're going to be sticking just to the right of the, or to the left of the pink line, you'll notice, the pink line on the EFB. And that way we will line up and be able to see the big giant guitar thingy, big golden guitar, as we're on our way into landing. I tried this flight yesterday, and I did the ILS approach, and everything was working flawlessly. But when we got near the, or when I got near the giant guitar, I paused it and brought out my drone and flew my drone around and checked out the guitar really good. But the problem is, when I went back into my airplane, it went straight up in the air. It completely forgot that I was on an ILS approach, and it ignored everything, and it was a very difficult landing. So I don't know if I'm going to do that again today. I'm just going to go ahead and do the ILS approach, and hopefully we can get a good view of the giant guitar without using the drone. Or if anyone else feels like being, feels like risking it, break that drone out and get some good pictures of it. We'd like to see it. If it was just a regular old approach, I think everything would have been fine. But since it was ILS approach, it did not. It didn't understand what I was trying to do. Oh, is this the? This is the launch pad after the explosion.
Yeah.
I noticed it's missing one of the towers, which is weird because the big sturdy main tower didn't get hurt at all, but the other one, which was right next to it, was completely obliterated.
It possibly looks a little damaged, but you gotta look pretty closely.
Yeah.
I can't really tell for sure. It
You
looks
can
like
see
part of that leg might be
part of it
blown
near the
out
bottom
a
kind of
little
looks
bit.
crumbled in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
that's quite a
overall,
mess, and I'm very happy nobody got hurt.
Yeah, Russia told us back in the space race days that you don't send all your people near the pad with a fueled up rocket.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea not to. It was just a dress rehearsal anyway, but they had a full load of fuel, and it went up like a candle. Made a mushroom cloud and everything. It's huge.
I've always wanted to see one over here, like not under the impact. But,
Yeah, not from
know.
that, but
Yeah, but it's almost kind of like too bad that I didn't get to see it in a way, because I've always kind of in the back of my heart just the deep bad portion is I've always wanted to see one.
gentlemen, we're almost to our first destination already. It was a quick hop. But a little information on the runway here. We're going to be landing on runway 30 right. Count on that. 1,300 feet of elevation. But we also do have a ILS frequency. So it's a big runway, 7,000 feet of asphalt. But the ILS frequency is 109er, decimal niner. 1099 on that ILS. With a magnetic heading for that runway of 301. It's only off by 1 degree, so that's kind of handy. And we'll be flying roughly right over the giant guitar. It'll be off to our right a little bit as we're coming in for approach. But we'll be able to get a good look at it. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my system right now here. Get my nav radio set up for 109er. Here we go, 109.9er. And remember, if you're in this Blackbird C-130, you can change your course heading by using these little knobs, using the nuts on your window. I know it sounds weird, but the two nuts by your window will allow you to change your course and heading. I don't know why it's like that. I'm assuming they snuck that in there to help people test it, and then when the testing phase was over, they forgot to remove it. But there you go. You don't have to look over to the right and down anymore. You can just do it right from the main panel. Isn't that strange?
I'm not sure where those nuts are you're talking about.
Right below your windshield wiper, there's like a series of nuts on your window there, and two of them are.
I see.
Isn't that weird?
I see that. Yeah. I wonder if has that always been there?
I only noticed it a couple weeks ago. So they, like I said, they might have added it for testing purposes, so you can actually see your display as you're turning it instead of looking off to the bottom there. But I kind of like it. I hope they leave it that way. I don't know. It's not in the manual in any way. Like I said, they've never mentioned it, but like I said, I think it might have been for the testers, just so that it'd be easier for them to input their stuff. Anyway, we're only 38 out, and we're still 8,000 feet, so I'm going to begin descending here. The elevation of this place is 1,300, so I'm going to bring it down to about, I don't know, 5,000 feet. We don't have too far to go down, but I am going to bring it down to 5,000 feet, so I'm underneath that glide slope when we engage it. And that'll be that.
I think it's a great Easter egg and a very tricky way to explain it.
That's just nuts.
It is nuts. It's handy though. I mean, I don't mind it one bit. It's handy instead of having to look down here to the side and use these little knobs. And when you're using those knobs, you can't see what they're doing because you can't see your display. But if you use the nuts up there by your window, you can see everything. Pretty handy.
If you need to change your course, grab your handy nuts.
Yep. Yep.
This sounds nuts.
I know, it's very weird. I just noticed it a couple weeks ago, and I thought, what in the world are they doing? But I like it. It works pretty good. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and bring this bird down here to 5,000 feet.
It's a bit nutty.
It is nutso.
Reminds me of that Star Wars meme at the trap.
I kind of hope they leave it that way, you know. I mean, don't take that out. That's kind of fun.
Okay.
Oh boy, I shot down like a rocket when I changed. I spun my pitch trim knob. It really pitched me down. If you look up ahead, you'll see there's 2 point of interest markers. The one on the left is some kind of like the national wildlife, or not wildlife, but what is it, like the kind of wildlife you'd see at a fair. Not wildlife, but you know,
Humans?
livestock. That's the word I'm looking for. Livestock. And the one on the right is the giant golden guitar. Please, if somebody could get a couple pictures of that, that'd be great. But I'm not going to interfere with my ILS approach. Like I said, when I broke my drone out and flew it over there, by the time I got to my airplane, it was doing some crazy stuff. Even though it pauses when you use the drone, if you'd like it to, it paused my aircraft. But when I went back into flying mode, it was not good. Not good at all. I should be receiving telemetry on that here in a minute, actually. Go and change my change your CDI. Change that back over to VOR. And you will see that we are indeed already close enough to get that we're receiving the telemetry from that localizer. turning to the left so I can engage that localizer. Probably not a bad time to start slowing down too. We're just barely over 20 miles out. So this was a very quick first leg. I'm going to slow to 200.
What runway did you say we're coming in on?
31 right, I believe it is. It's the only one with an ILS frequency, but 31 right.
Yeah, mine doesn't have charts again.
So I've got my approach hold armed here. I should grab that localizer any second. Glide slope indicator has popped up, and we're underneath it. All is well.
Wingnut, you're already there?
We are already here. Yeah, like I said, the first leg was pretty short. Second leg is going to be slightly longer. The third leg is a doozy. So count on that. That's what's happening.
Are we there yet?
Yes.
Yes. There you go.
As a matter of fact.
Get out.
Yeah, we kind of are. Yeah, we're heading to Tamworth. Tamworth Airport.
Thing. Yeah, I went ahead and got the that Captain someone I kept trying to get it to load earlier today and it would not load.
It would not load, but you did get the Captain Sim one. That's a tail
Yeah.
hook. Okay,
Well,
or I mean, not the
after-
Captain Sim one, the Blackbird one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, after today, because I wanted to be flying, you guys.
Right on. I wonder if there was some kind of an installation issue, because
Yeah.
it for some reason it takes a long time to install that, and I don't like the way that installer works either. It's like you tell it to install, and it just kind of sits there for like 10 minutes. It doesn't even look like it's doing anything, you know.
Yeah,
So
the
I was
J
kind of
model, right?
inclined to try. I was inclined to like try to shut it down. And then I realized it actually is installing. It's just not telling you that it is. It's a weird installer.
Yeah.
Does it show up in your list of airplanes?
Well, it didn't at the Captain Sim did, but every
Right.
time I tried to load, first the other day when we were flying today, I tried to load it, join you guys back after flying 5. I couldn't catch up with you guys, but I could, so I went ahead and dropped out to prepping. But after that, I never get it to loading, no matter what I did. Install. I tried the, I know what you're talking about because I tried that, and I tried switching it to the 2020 version, which Yeah. is the J model, and I was getting the same problem, so I had to go back to the 2024 version to make it work. Well, the 2024 version won't even show up on my list. It doesn't? Yeah. It's 2020, but like I said, I don't know why. I got to redo, take everything out. I'm
Yeah,
just glad I got
tailhook.
this one.
Your comms are kind of breaking up a little bit again too. Like I
Is
said,
it?
like there's a noise gate or
Okay.
something clipping. It doesn't sound like you're too loud. It just sounds like the beginning of each sentence I can't hear because it's.
Yeah. I wonder why that's.
Don't know. Like I said, I'm inclined to think it's a Discord has its own little not a noise suppression thing, but it
Automatically engaged.
yeah, like an automatic noise gate, so you can't hear
Nope.
everything in the background. And if you have it set too sensitive, it kind of cuts
Nope.
off your speech.
It's off. It's off on the this.
Oh, right on. Oh, it's just I hate it. I love your voice and everything, and a lot of times I miss half the stuff you're saying. But look at this. We're getting awful close. We're getting ready to fly over downtown, what is it, Tamworth? And you will see the big golden guitar on the right. We're going to be flying directly over the, what is it, Australian equine and livestock place, the event center. You can't see any equine or livestock from the outside, but it is a pretty nice looking place. do need to start slowing down though, because we're getting awful close to that runway. My ILS is fully engaged and I'm coming in smooth, boy. It worked like a charm this time. Like I said, I don't want to jinx it by changing, you know, switching to my drone. Yeah, if you look real close, maybe you'll see that giant guitar.
Man, this is a loud bird from the outside.
It is.
Oh my God.
There's the giant guitar in question. Right there. Didn't get a very good view of it, but like I said, if I switch to my drone camera, it will knock me out of this beautiful ILS approach straight into the air, making that, I mean, we're only 4 miles out from the runway, so I don't want to risk it. Alright, going gear down. I'm slowing to 140. Try not to land right on top of Mr. Newbie up here. He's right next to me. Here we got this Commodore 64 box. Didn't we have a Commodore 64 flying with us a couple weeks ago? It's nice. This ILS approach could not have worked easier. This brought me straight in. Alright. Don't forget your auto throttle, everybody. Well, I'm going to have to pause for just a second. Okay. I'm going to be right behind you, Mr. Newbie.
Gotcha.
Good thing this bird has a great reverse thrust. Get my ass off the runway here because I think we're all pretty bunched up. I don't want to be a problem. Hey, when you get down, go ahead back taxi to the beginning of runway 31. That's where we're going to be taking off from. Hey, Mr. Newbie, you look like you rustled that thing down to the ground. You got her? Yeah, I am pretty sure we've seen that name before. Commodore 64 box. As a matter of fact, it looks like they're in Hercules, so perfect.
I'm getting some serious swing hits. Everything is jagged.
It looked like your wingtips were doing weird things, man. You got it down on the runway. You stopped. Nice landing there, Travis.
Alright.
Yeah, tailhook. We're going to have to get you all squared away and get you in that Blackbird C-130. I think you're going to like that once you get it installed correctly.
No, that I do have it installed correct.
Oh.
Yeah, I do. The Captain Sim was the one that was freaking out on.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, and then today I went ahead and bought the black.
So that's what you're in right now, the Blackbird?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Good luck. That is quite a beast to try to wrestle. got some weirdness. But once you get it all figured out, it is just glorious.
Oh, believe me, I was about half an hour before the flight. I got it installed now. I think I'm doing pretty good so far.
Oh, good, good. It has got some really good reverse thrust going on it, and the electronics and everything work really good. I like that.
Yeah, I'm so used to flying jets that first thrust my throttle.
Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of subtlety to the throttle. I notice it's not easy to taxi, because it kind of gives you an all or nothing situation. You know,
Yeah.
you're either not moving at all, or you're going 100. Man, there's nothing in between. You just got to be
Going
real
backwards
ginger.
and hitting the brakes. You know, up comes your nose. And
Yeah, yeah. When you use that reverse thrust, there goes that nose up. Man. Yeah, we pop the picture in here. What we got? Oh, I see. That is the giant gold guitar. Look at that beast. Big old golden guitar.
there it is.
I can't tell
That's
what
cool.
what kind of business it's in front of. Is that a restaurant or something?
It says the golden guitar on the front of it.
Oh, does it? Maybe it's a
Over the
music
door.
shop. Well, that's a big gold guitar for sure. Well, they can claim it's the world's largest, so why not? Neat. Another one of those things to where that's a pretty obscure, weird thing that they would actually go through the trouble of modeling and putting it into the game. How many people are actually going to see that for the amount of work they put into it? But I'm glad they did.
At least
It's
10.
cool.
That is,
Yeah, neat.
that's one thing before I came to the channel here. You know, I was just flying around and that's all you got. And all this little stuff, hell, identification for them is pretty amazing.
Yeah, yeah, it's they put a lot of work into this for sure. Is there anybody else out there? I can't tell if we got any more pilots waiting to come in.
Yeah, me. I cried. But I pulled out too much power and I lost control of the thing.
Oh, right on.
So I'm trying to come back
Hope
around
I got-
right now and
got eyes
hopefully
on
not
you.
make the same mistake.
We're gonna have a good view of the landing here. This isn't exactly a short
look.
runway, but it's not huge either.
We got our scorecards out just to see.
Well,
Don't be nervous. We're not watching.
one of the problems with that big 400 is it doesn't turn very sharp. It's not easy to do a UE on it.
We'll look the other way like everybody did with the Blue Origin rocket explosion.
Do they have tacos at this joint? Captain Hopper wants to know. Maybe. You know, I hope so. I love tacos. Yeah, it doesn't want to come down, does it? Well, here we go. It's coming down now. Hey, you know what? All things considered, that was a good flare. That was pretty good. You stomp on them brakes. A bit of a tactical landing. It would make the engineers proud. Well, good
I
deal.
like to walk away from it.
Yeah, I think everybody walked away from that. Your mechanic might be mad because he's got to replace your gear, but everybody lived. All right, let's get this show back out onto the runway here. And I love just this big string of herky birds. Look at us. Hopefully our new friend, Commodore 64 box, is going to be hopping in. Looks like he is trying to get those engines started. Well, they are started now. Good deal. Good deal. Get that bird over here. We'll get lined up and we're going to take off out of here in a couple minutes. Make sure you got everything all set. Get your flaps and gear ready. Gesundheit.
Thank you. You guys see like all the ground equipment, back doors open?
I see that for Mr. Newbie,
I see that on Commodore's. He must be flying the AC-130 gunship because
Maybe.
Laser,
That-
Laser said that that's what mine was doing when I tested it.
That's exactly what yours was doing when you tested it. But it doesn't look like the Captain Sim paint job. Looks more like a I don't know, like that the British Royal Air Force paint job on the Dirty 30. So I'm wondering if they have if they went to that little knee board off to the left hand side and they took out their stuff. They forgot to put it away. I don't know if that's what's going on or not. Still, we're just glad to have him here.
Oh, sure.
Hopefully we didn't lose Mia. Usually she's around here somewhere. Oh, there she is. Hold on. I can't miss that bird. I love that zebra stripes going on.
Oh, she's in line. She's like
Yeah, you get the zebra
two
thing
ahead of
going.
me.
That's pretty cool.
We're sitting here stuck on the taxiway.
Very
there's a
cool.
lot of people flying tonight.
Yeah, we got a lot of birds up in the sky. So everybody's ready to go. I'm going to move up just a little bit, make a little more room for everybody. We've got plenty of room on this runway. We'll be getting out of here and, I don't know, let's call it a minute. Go ahead and set your altitude select back up to 8,000 feet. That's what we're going to be doing. This next leg is a little bit longer than the last one. Thank goodness, that was a short leg. It's about 150 miles instead of 100 miles. 8,000 feet should be just fine. A reminder, we're going to also go back to 260 knots indicated. And after we take off, we will be turning left to a heading of, let's call this 230. Left to a heading of 230. Count on that. This Blackbird likes 5 notches of flaps, or will complain about not having it. Just remember, once you get this bird up in the air, to retract your gear and retract your flaps before your speed indicator gets into red. Everything's going to be fine. Yeah, this is nice. This is probably the biggest gathering of C-130s we've had in a long time. Very cool. Yeah, most of them are the Dirty 30s too. I hope Blackbird appreciates all the business we're sending their way.
Oh yeah.
You know?
They should.
I slapped him a 40 today.
Yeah. It's a good bird. It's worth it.
There you go.
Okay, looks like everybody's about ready to go. Longhorn can catch up. Hopefully he's not having trouble with his steering, his nose steering. But yeah, let's get these birds up in the air. Parking brake off. And we're ready to go. Like I said, climb to 8,000 feet. Turn left to a heading of 230. Lazerbolt is rolling. Once again, it gives me a trim warning, but it doesn't tell me if it's trimmed too far up or too far down, so that's not very helpful. I'll find out once once my front gear lift off the ground. I'll find out what the problem is. Right on. Plenty of room on this runway.
Yeah, I need to turbo down or something. Wow.
That's beautiful. Look at that lineup. Holy moly. Looking sharp, everybody. Turn left. See all the shadows on the ground and everything? Dope. You know, I just remembered that I did not remember to change my time of day. So this is the actual time of day going on right now in this part of the world, in Australia. Let's see, that would make it, oh, it's about 10 minutes to noon. It's almost noon around here, so take that.
Now, did that reset my trim? Aggressive.
Sorry, say again?
No, it just seems like my trim reset after we landed.
Right on. Did it,
Like,
did it behave weirdly when you took off?
oh yeah.
Straight up?
I was fighting it all the way.
Oh, yeah. I didn't seem to have that problem, although it was complaining that my trim was weird. It was a bit up, but not by a lot.
Mine was the opposite. Mine was putting.
Yeah, the one thing that I often have issues with is that pitch trim knob. It really acts weird sometimes. Don't know why that is. Sometimes it works like a charm, and other times it's like, I just want to pitch trim up or down just a little bit, and it does it a lot. Okay, let's see here. Let's set that CDI back to nav 1.
It's the trim that starts with a B instead of a P.
Brim?
I'll let you. Let you know
Alright,
that.
nav captured. We're following the plan. We're going to have another point of interest on our way into this next airport here. It is a very cool observatory. It's a little odd because this observatory is not up in the mountains or anything. It's just kind of down on flat ground. Why not? As long as you got clear enough skies, you can observe whatever you want.
Radio or visual? Both?
I don't understand the question.
Is it a radio observatory or a visual observatory?
I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't even see like a dome, like there was a big telescope. But it's called an observatory. It's not called a planetarium, which those are usually just like projected. It's not a planetarium. It is an observatory. But you never know. It's a big complex of some kind. It might be like a radio array.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking maybe.
But if you'll notice on the EFB, if you've got the flight plan installed, the pink line will take us directly to that observatory. And at that point we can turn right and we'll be just in line with our runway as well. So let's see what we got here. Narromine. That's where we're heading to. We're looking at Yankee November Romeo Mike. Unfortunately, there is no ILS approaches here. But we will be coming in on runway 29er. 29er. We got almost 5,000 feet. So we'll call that 5,000 feet of bituminous. At an elevation of 774 feet, so that's not too bad. Just count on that. We're going to be landing on runway 29er, a big old 5,000 foot of bituminous. And that is after we get a good look at that that little observatory. After we observe the observatory.
I'm having problems here. Of my 4 monitors, I've lost 3 of them.
Oh no. You got 4 monitors going tonight?
Yep.
Holy mackerel. Well, a monitor issue doesn't sound like it's related to something that happened with your airplane, so it sounds like just straight up Windows issue.
Are they monetized? Sorry, I'm not helping.
All right, 260 at 8,000. Hey, everybody, bring those beautiful birds up here. Let's get a good look at you. Longhorn back up in the air. Good deal. Caught right up. Tailhook bringing his brand new Dirty 30. Yeah, if anybody's interested in learning more about this Blackbird Simulations Dirty 30, I have a number of videos I've put together and some nice tutorials on how to do everything from the startup procedures to the autopilot to ILS instrument landings. So hopefully you can watch those and learn a couple things, and maybe you'll feel like grabbing it too. It's a great bird. Just a newbie coming up here. It is busy outside tonight, man. The natives are restless here in Michigan now that the weather's getting nice. Friday night. Well, I tell you, I am so glad to be hanging out with this fine group of pilots here tonight. It was a weird day. It's just a weird day. For no particular reason. You know what it was? It's like, I just had this weird feeling all day. Ever done that? It's like, I think I had a weird dream all night long. You know, last night. You ever done that? It wasn't necessarily a nightmare. Just I dreamt about weird stuff, and I woke up feeling yucky today. Just all day long, I just feel ugh. You know, I'm glad to be around people. This is nice. I said it wasn't even a nightmare. It was just one of those weird dreams where you're like looking for something. I was trying to find something. I can't even remember what I was trying to find. But like I said, I just woke up feeling strange, and it never went away. I felt weird all day. And,
I felt that way after I left the vet clinic this afternoon.
That's not fun, huh?
Not with a $300 vet bill.
Oh no. Hopefully your dog is okay, or your cat.
Yeah, it was a cat. You had to get a bunch of shots.
Okay.
Some shit going on.
Well, hopefully they're fine now. Good. Gotta make sure those pets are doing good.
I thought it was a dream too, but when I got home, I realized it wasn't.
No, they really did take your money.
Yes, they did. And I'm happy to do so.
Yeah. I got Travis up here with that Dirty 30. Like I always said, when sometimes there's a little multiplayer glitch where you can see people's doors open and stuff like that. And in that Dirty 30 with your door open from the front, it kind of looks like an AC-30 gunship with that big gun hanging off the side.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what's really behind that door.
I know what's behind that door. Let's see what kind of
little...
They always switch my tactical officer up. Let's see what I got tonight. Yeah, we've got a fine looking gentleman back here. At least he's dressed nice. Nice orange button-up shirt. Looks like a professional. Good deal. Last week I had some dude ripped up jeans and a freaking hoodie.
Yeah, I got some elderly lady with a tiny skirt and a t-shirt and flip-flops.
Right on. Well, in the game they look so bad. She might be 20 years old, but she looks like she's 90.
Yeah.
The graphics on the people just aren't all that great. They look like zombies. This guy actually doesn't look too bad. Like I said, last week the guy had all ripped up jeans and a freaking hoodie. He looked like me. Like somebody a little more professional back there.
230?
230 will get you there. My current heading is 232, but that's close enough.
That's what I'm showing. 232, 230 should get you either one.
I finally got my screen back. It said virtual reality setup failed. That's what it said.
Oh, are you in VR?
No, for some reason it wanted me to put me there.
Okay. 'Cause you know one thing I noticed, Coast, when I see you on Steam and it says you're in Flight Simulator, it says you're in Flight Simulator VR, And I always scratch my head about that. I'm like, huh? What is it? Why does it say you're in VR? Because I didn't think you were. I know you do have a VR headset, but I didn't think you were using it quite yet.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe we should look at your settings.
I got my daughter's laptop, but she's got my VR headset.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good trade.
Damn it.
So we're just over 100 miles out, guys.
Must have a heck of a headwind because I can't max out over 267.
Really? Yeah,
Yep.
there might be a good headwind going. What
Yeah,
kind of
you
weather
gotta
you
switch
got?
out of that long live weather and back to custom. Looks probably you got the exact same weather in custom.
As long as it's not
What'd you
storming too bad.
No, it's pretty cloudy, but I haven't seen any rain yet. It looked like it might have earlier, but now
Right.
they're just kind of like broken clouds.
Well, I had a failure this week.
Uh-oh,
One
what
of
kind?
my batteries that I built, the BMS just died on it.
A battery for
and-
your solar panels at home?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know you built batteries for your kayak too. So.
And well, don't know why. I opened it up and looked for the magic smoke marks and stuff, and that all looked fine. And tried to reset it and stuff, and it was just odd that it was off in general. I think
Could
I
be,
caught it within like a handful of hours of it happening because where it was like charged up at and so forth. And yeah, well, it failed in a failed mode that was unspectacular, which is great, but
The worst kind of failure. At least you want it spectacular. Was it a
was
manufacturing
only-
problem that you had, or just
I
you-
have no
maintenance?
idea yet. I ordered a new one. I could get one through Amazon in a couple of days. And
Oh, good.
I put it in today, and it's back up and running almost again with
Good.
an updated version of basically the same thing. So don't know if I'll find out the issue, but at least they're kind of easy to get. And when I was looking up the failure rates, I didn't find any solid promising information. I heard a lot of people have them and they've been working really well, and like some people have claimed up to 5%. So,
I
I don't
see.
know. But
Pilots, I
without
am
any
going to
data.
turn. I'm going to turn left a few degrees to head more towards that observatory. I'm going to go to a heading of 223. 223 instead of 232. So 223. That will keep us more in line with. That'll help us, for one thing, it'll help us line up with that runway. But also, we'll be going directly over the top of that observatory. How about 220?
By the way, I just finally got my airplane screen back. I got one screen. I got my my EAB back. I lost the other screen, but I pulled the cable on it, so I got the EAB off of the second screen into the first one. So I'm flying right.
Well, good. Well, maybe that little laptop is just having trouble keeping up with so many extra screens, like extended desktops and stuff.
I probably is.
Yeah.
Probably
Keep
doesn't have
it,
the most
keep
power.
it to 2 or 3 instead of 4. It is nice to have them extra screens, though. I couldn't fly without at least one extra screen.
Well, I got one screen on the laptop, three monitors on my desk, and one I don't use, monitor in the basement, which I don't use it.
All right. "81 miles out." It's hard to believe, but we're already on our penultimate stop for the evening. Like I said, that first leg was pretty short, and the second one wasn't too long. But this is going to be our second stop of the evening. It's tradition, take a 10-minute break. We're going to do that when we get here. Quick 10-minute break, give you a chance to grab another snack and another drink. Let the dog out or pet him on the head, whatever the dog wants. You can go down there and like and subscribe. That's fun. Everybody likes doing that.
I go along with the fact that I think the laptop just couldn't keep the second screen going.
Yeah, that would be my guess too. It can't maintain. Well, it might help too how many cores it has to be able to multitask that much. 4 screens is a lot of multitasking.
I got 2 computers running, but 2 screens on one, 2 screens on the other. But there's two screens on the one. I think it just can't handle.
The man behind the desk up here. Man on the ground. We are 75 out when we're about 40 out. Another 30 miles or so. I'm going to bring this bird down. Probably bring it down to about 3,000. I should do just fine. Got an elevation of over 700 feet here, so 3,000 will do it. Yeah, one of the times, like I said, when I was testing the flight yesterday just to see what was going on, my game crashed hard right when I got near the observatory. I don't know what it was, but right when I got near the observatory it crashed. I was trying to do my camera thing where, you know, my drone camera, and it was flying my drone around when it crashed. So I don't know if that was a problem or not. We'll see. Everything so far is going pretty good.
Well, if we all crash, we know it's not a you problem.
All right. Yeah, could have been just loading in that model for that place. I still got close enough to get a good look at it. It looked pretty nice. Yep, I think this course we're doing right now, 220, is going to bring us directly over the observatory. What's that observatory called even? The Dubbo Dubbo Observatory. That's where we're heading.
My autopilot was doing some funky stuff there again. It was doing that focus up and down and up and down.
Usually I only have a problem with that when I'm going too fast. But we are going pretty quick right now. But nothing that's, we're not over
I
speed.
think that's what was starting it. I had to shut it off, disengage, and re-engage, and then finally smooths out.
There we go. I think our boy Travis is growing up. He didn't make an on purpose joke.
I'm sure that was on purpose.
I'm sure he was thinking about it.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Something fishy is going on here.
Look at all these birds.
All of them?
About another 20 miles and I'm going to descend down to 3,000. Go ahead and set my altitude select for that already.
What I be seeing, picking up that stuff.
Yeah, ready for 3,000. A reminder, our last leg of the evening is going to be over 300 miles. It's a long leg, so we're going to climb way up there, like 10,000 feet, and try to maintain that 260. That might be very difficult for Longhorn if you're still in real weather.
Yeah,
You never know, 10,000 feet, maybe you might have different wind directions.
Hey, Longhorn, you on push to talk or whatever? Because I think I can hear background there.
Yeah, that's
not
Mr.
for
Newbie.
me.
Say again?
That's Mr.
It's not
Newbie.
for me.
I can hear his background stuff going on. It's not Longhorn.
I lost every window I could think of, so I can't see anything anymore. I don't have the
Right on.
Discord window. I don't have
Yeah,
the Discord window.
My second monitor has quite a stack of stuff going on. I've got Discord, I've got OBS, I've got my map over here going on. But it's all I need.
That's what I just use 2 monitors. I usually can handle everything on 2.
Yeah. I like to keep my main monitor nice and clean, so it just has the group flag going on that main monitor.
Yeah, I've got 4 going. 1 for each eye, and then my main screens.
There you go. You've got to put them just the right place.
You got 4 eyes?
No, my VR has two lenses.
That is true.
So I've got 2 lenses in my VR, and then I've got my 32-inch on my desktop, and then a 22-inch to the left.
Okay, that was just a little Travis wearing off on me, rubbing off on me.
Watch out, that's very toxic.
Yeah, it's deadly.
What happens if one of your eyes start lagging behind the other?
Well, you better see a doctor.
Then I'll probably go in circles. I had a dog that used to do that.
Go in circles.
Yeah, she was a white German Shepherd that got bit by her either her mother or father when she was just a puppy, and it gave her like either brain damage or something. So she literally just go like walking in circles all day long.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
Good exercise. You don't have to take her out so often.
No, that's my Vizsla now. She just walks around the island in the kitchen just nonstop. It's like, where are you going? I'm gonna start following you.
Man, how many miles does that dog going a day?
This guy's just as crazy as I am.
We're 47 out. Actually, I am going to bring her down just a little bit. Let's see here. We can't be too far away. Yep, as a matter of fact, in the distance, I can see the POI marker for the observatory.
Yeah, I'm getting totally overcast here now.
Yep, you
See
got
your
that bad
markers?
weather rolling in. Look out.
Yeah, it looks like it's just a cloud layer though. It looks like I should be able to get under it. So I'm gonna give that a try.
Put your seatbelts on in case we crash.
That'll help.
Let's see.
All right, I am going to bring
Hopefully
this
it'll-
bird down to 3,000. Bring her down to 3,000 feet. It might be a little bit early to do so, but I want to be nice and low when we get to the observatory and check it out.
It looks pretty flat around here, so I should be pretty safe going down, I guess.
I think it is pretty
Watch.
flat. Like I said, the overall elevation of this area is about 700 feet, but it's pretty flat. You're not going to hit any peaks,
Except for that tower up there in front of us.
except for that tower. Don't run into the observatory.
That wall of towers coming up.
So I'm going to go a few more miles and then turn directly towards the observatory. Like I said, if you look on the map, you can see how the observatory is lined right up with the runway. So, like I said, I'm going to go a few more miles and then turn towards the observatory, and we should be right on a perfect approach for runway, what do we call that? Runway 29? Runway 29er. 5,000 footer is not too bad. That'll get us there.
At least I got my speed up again to 290. I'm going down.
Now that we're descending, huh?
Yeah. It would not move off of 267. Hey, I came under the clouds. I can see now.
Hey, right on.
At about 4,000, 4,500 feet.
Looks kind of nice around here. Trees and stuff. Remember, this is wintertime too for them, so a lot of the grass is just kind of brown.
All these farmers are going to wonder what this C-130 flying over their house is doing.
A whole group of like 7 or 8 of us. We're wondering, what in the world are these people doing?
Be a nice rumble.
Those goddamn Americans.
Hey, Commodore was in that Royal Air Force paint job, so maybe he'll keep our reputation safe.
See, I saw him as the description said he was in a DC-6.
Really? Yeah, maybe that's why I saw him so weird looking with, he had his power station hanging out and everything. Because it wasn't the actual airplane, it was trying to give me a substitute, but it didn't do a very good job.
Yeah, it looked like to me it substituted a C-130, but his description, the first 3 letters or whatever, said DC-6 on it. So I just
Really?
figured, well, that's good. You picked a good airplane to substitute him in.
Yeah.
Holding level at 3,000.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. If they can't find a good substitute for you, why don't you just substitute it as you?
You know, I think that'd be a great idea too. Right. It'd give you the same aircraft that you're flying, so at least it fits what you're doing, you know?
Chances are, if you're flying with somebody, they
Yeah.
might be in the same airplane.
Almost ready to turn towards the airport and actually turn towards that point of interest marker. Just a few more miles. Like I said, when we're going directly over that observatory, we should be pretty lined up with that runway. You can see we have another airplane inbound for that very same airport right now. Looks like he's coming in the same runway we are.
By the way, on my EFB, I can't see anybody.
You got no planes on there, huh?
Nope.
It's finicky. It's got a lot of weird multiplayer issues, the game does. Sometimes everything works fine, sometimes it don't. I am going to go ahead and turn towards that marker, though, right now. Let's see where that puts me. About 240. So that won't even be enough. Let's do 250. We're currently 25 miles out from the airport itself. So bear that in mind. We're not too far out. Keep your speed in check. Matter of fact, I'm going to slow down right now to 230. 230. Get a good look at this observatory. Hopefully it doesn't crash me out like it did yesterday. At the Dubbo Observatory, 5 miles out. Dubbo, I'm guessing. Go. Look at this place. So it doesn't look like your typical observatory, but there's definitely a facility down there with all kinds of stuff happening. There's an array of something, kind of in a semicircle. Radar dishes or something going on. But there's no big, usually an observatory will have a big dome. And they've got their telescope and all that good shit. I'll be honest though, if I didn't know that this was an observatory, I wouldn't think it was an observatory.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh well, neat. Alrighty, let's get prepared for this landing here. We should see that runway any second. Coming in relatively straight. I'm going to turn right a little bit here. Heading directly towards the airport now. 16 miles out. Going to begin slowing here. I'm going to bring her down to about 200 knots and start flapping.
Looks like they do visual observations and kind of like you have to pay, but community kind of like come and pay to use our equipment and look at cool stuff kind of thing.
That's neat. Yeah, thanks for looking that up.
Yeah. So yeah, that little small dome on the ground was to scale.
Oh, okay, that's their telescope.
Yes.
Well, good. I mean, it sounds like it's more of a university or a teaching sort of installation there, so that's nice.
Yeah, pretty much.
I see where the runway is going to be, so let's go ahead and make sure we're lined up with this. We're only 10 miles out, so get yourself ready.
Racing for impact.
I'm slowing to 150. 150. Ready for gear. Pretty sure that's the runway right there. Oh no, wait, this is the runway right here. Gotcha. Coming in good. Yeah, when we get down, like I said, 10-minute break. That'll be enough time to refresh your cocktail, use the restroom, like and subscribe. You can even install the game in 10 minutes probably. The game don't take long. Some of the aircraft take a lot longer than that to install, but the game itself ain't much. What do you mean to say, everybody? At least I hope this is the runway. It doesn't look like a runway yet. Gosh, we're only 5 miles out. I should see it plain as day.
You might need to come a little more to your left, Laser, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if I'm looking at the wrong thing here. I'm looking at this kind of a patch of some kind. I don't know. I'm gonna go gear down.
I think Mia's even over to my left, and she looks more lined up than even I am.
What am I looking at here?
You have to want to go off to the left. You're probably about to fly over here in about.
Yeah, I'm just not looking at the right place. What am I missing here? I didn't have any trouble finding it yesterday.
It's just left of you.
Okay, I see it looks like the airport.
Probably want to start turning right soon here.
I am going to have to pause real quickly. I hate it when I'm coming in for a landing and I have to readjust my stick. Otherwise it acts all weird. Alrighty, back on track.
Mia, I don't know if you can hear me, but I think I'm just a bit ahead of you. Maybe. Hope I don't try to cut you off.
Okay, now I got the view of the airport. I was coming in pretty close. I was looking at the wrong place. Got the runway now. Everybody, do not forget your auto throttle. That is a common thing to do. I do that myself all the time.
Try not to go in ground range on my flare this time. That always takes the wind right out of my sails.
Nice. So I love seeing that puff of smoke on the ground when someone goes over. Alright. Whoop. Bringing her down. Alright, let's back taxi to the beginning of the runway there and find some place to park up. Take 10 minutes.
I'm still, I don't know how many miles out, but considerable.
I'll keep an eye open for you. Let's see where I can find you. Okay, I got your name tag up there. I wonder what happened to our friend Commodore 64 box.
He probably went obsolete.
Yeah, it was good, Coast. I like that one. Travis, bring that bird down. Whoop, whoop. Everybody's wrestling for that runway. I know. That thing likes to tip, doesn't it? The wing tips are definitely one to tip. Hey, still, you brought that thing down and looking good. You got her stopped. This is not an easy bird to fly. Awesome. Good job, Tailhook.
Yeah, a little rough.
Somehow it worked out.
Yeah, it did. Smack into anybody, well.
Alrighty, pull up over here. Yeah, one thing you're probably going to definitely want to do at some point, Tailhook, is to make it easier to taxi. Over on the right-hand side, there's a little tablet that has a bunch of stuff on there. You can set up a lot of your controls that way, and you might want to set your throttle to something that's more reasonable. I had to monkey with that for a little bit just to get it so I could even taxi properly. So it stopped giving me that all or nothing situation.
Right.
Elmhorn brought her in looking pretty nice. Look at you.
It's funny, I left about 5-10 minutes after everybody else left from that last airport. Everybody's wake turbulences were, their heat things or whatever, were all still at the airport.
Oh, were they? Oh no.
Yeah, there's all these blurry like things from engines, but no planes were around.
Wow. Okay. That could be a problem if that adds up after a while, you know what I'm saying? That's all graphical stuff that slows down the system. Yeah, I was looking at the patch notes for the next flight sim patch. They said they're going to work on that, so it stops giving you the message for resource usage. It'll stop giving you that as much as it does, because it kind of gets a little crazy on that. I haven't had that happen today, though.
Yeah, I get it from time to time still. No matter, not only on this plane, but others too.
Right. This one seems to happen a lot that way, especially you get a bunch of them together. It hits the frames. But today's been great. There we go. I got a side of coast. Looking in. Looks like you need to go a little bit to the left, kind of like I did. I was heading towards this big tan spot, and it's actually just to the left of that. Pilots, it is 30 past the hour. We'll call that half past the hour. Let's take 10 minutes and we'll be back up in the air. at whatever 40, whatever the time is for you, 40. So yeah, grab a drink, grab a snack, let the dog out, and we'll be back up in the sky before you know it.
I don't think it needs to tell me to check altitude when I'm like sitting on the ground.
Oh, right.
Gotta be a way
Yeah,
to
but
disable that.
so close. Adjust your altitude select a little bit higher. When you're within 1,000, it will yell at you.
Coast, I gotta say, I'm a little bit impressed with that tactical landing you just did. It didn't look good, and it didn't look good, and it didn't look good, and then it looked great. Right at the last second, it's like, whoo, okay, you pulled that off. Good man. Good beans.
Talent versus intelligence.
Tell you what, it's an age over experience or something. I don't know. How's that work?
I'll be right back.
They call
Right
that intelligence.
We'll also be right back.
Good enough landings, you know how to make bad ones. I don't even see you guys.
Not even on the ground.
Not on the ground.
We see you.
Yeah.
I noticed.
It's usually one of the last settings under graphics. That could be another problem.
Yeah, mine was in a really weird place like that. It's probably the exact same problem.
The aircraft traffic quantity
Yes.
can sometimes cause you a problem if that's set off. Or some of these parked aircraft quantity, variety, quantity, some of those settings can affect buffer clarity, visibility.
Yeah, let us know if you want us to walk you through it, Ghost. It's the graphics, advanced graphics settings on the bottom. Then if you scroll pretty close to near the bottom is where the air traffic quantity setting is. I had a big issue with that for a little while.
Yeah, I remember the problem that made it hard to diagnose is because they changed where it was. It used to be in the multiplayer settings or assistances or something. Now it's in graphics settings for some reason.
Yeah, normally when they tell you how to see visibility in multiplayer, it never included this, and this just started popping up with some of the later updates.
I just
It doesn't
absolutely
bother-
love this big gathering of planes. This is great. I love it.
It doesn't bother me too much that they move it and so forth, but if, you know, they have a description setting, it would be nice if they notated. Maybe I'll see if I can send them a message for the next update if they can notate. This also affects multiplayer visualizations or something like that.
Right. Grab myself a couple peanut butter cups. I'm all set.
Longhorn, did you ever get any progress on your solar conflicts?
After my complaint to the Better Business Bureau, they assigned my my work order to a company that's located about 2 hours away. And I did call them when I was on vacation last week, and the lady that does the scheduling was on vacation, so she was supposed to get a hold of me this week, but I've been too busy to call her back, and she didn't call me. But at least it's assigned to somebody now.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's some progress.
Yeah, at least they're aware.
But they replied back that they're unable to credit me any of the for the lost solar output, which is probably close to $1,000 by now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured they were gonna try to.
I knew they would.
Give out money.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna get it fixed first, and then I'm gonna look at other avenues as far as getting that from them, because they have paid it out before. I've found a lot of people that are able to get it, but you gotta really push them for it.
Yeah, if you can get them out there to fix it first before going after that.
Yeah.
Hey, Commodore made it. Good deal.
Just make sure you don't sign any pieces of paper that say you're forfeiting your blah blah blah.
Yeah, there's people already trying to start a class action lawsuit against them because the sucky thing is the original company Sonova filed for bankruptcy, and then they were supposedly bought out by Sunstrong. But when Sunstrong bought them, they no longer cover. They dropped a couple of things from the contract, like they don't have a guarantee for solar output anymore. But if you go and look at all the board of directors and owners and everybody else and compare Sunstrong to Sonova, it's all the same people.
Yeah, that's
suspicious,
what they're doing all over. It's kind of unfortunate you're getting a little wrapped up around that, but yeah, it's
Pilots, we're going to be out of here 2 minutes, so let's go ahead and get back out on the runway.
It's going to give a bad taste in the mouth for people here with this stuff being allowed to happen, and it's not just the solar business that this happens in either.
Yeah, this is like the time of year when I usually build up a massive credit for solar.
Yeah. Geez, even if you don't even sell back and break even, you're still ripping
way
a lot
ahead.
of money out of that system.
Yep. I cannot find the setting on this little tablet to my left for my nose wheel steering now. Where the heck was that?
Whatever it was, it fixed it the first time, huh?
Well, no, the nose wheel steering, I have to go into the Microsoft settings to change it, to invert it. But I've tried changing it in this little tablet, in the Blackbird tablet, but I can't even find it now.
They might have moved it since we started flying.
Because I was going to see if maybe I can change that now and see if, because I did have to go back and invert my settings again to get it to steer them. But it's been so long since I've flown this thing, I don't remember where I used to find it.
I can see more now. I've been futzing with the settings.
Well, it sounds like you're going in the right direction.
VCU still.
Pilots, we're going to be out of here in 1 minute. Check your flaps, check everything. This is a long leg. Like I said, it's over 300 miles. So, let's say we climb up to 12,000. We're going to go all the way to 12,000 feet, guys. So get ready to do that. All the way up to 12,000. We're going to try to give ourselves a decent ground speed that way. And we'll get to that final destination quickly. So 12,000. We're going to still try to maintain 260 knots. I'm pretty sure that will be possible. We'll find out if it's not. But yeah, let's do that. We will take off out of here. Turn left, slightly left to a heading of 260. Slightly left to a heading of 260 at 12,000 feet, 260 knots. And we'll try to crank out this last leg here. I got my first resource usage warning for the night. Usually I get it quite a bit, but nope, first time. Yeah, they said the next update they're going to try to make it so that's not quite so picky. Because every time it says I have a resource issue, it doesn't look like I do. You know what I mean? If I can't tell the difference, don't tell me that. And actually, you don't need to tell me that ever. Because if I'm having true resource issues, I can tell already. You know what I mean? You know,
Yep.
if I can't even notice, I don't need your little message, Microsoft.
Yeah. I think a good compromise would just be put a shut off in one of the menu settings. Just turn that thing off.
Sure.
So those
Yeah, exactly.
Those who want it can have it. If you don't want it, shut it off.
Yeah, or even some kind of a limiter, you know, like if I drop below 10 frames a minute, let me know. 10 frames a minute, yeah. That'd be fun,
Wow.
wouldn't it? Yeah, I think you'd notice
I don't
that.
know. I sort of disagree because it's usually not an issue. They've designed the software to maintain itself, and the reason why they found this problem so quickly was because everybody was, I guess, whining about it. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's not the worst thing as long as they go and fix it. At least.
Right.
But yeah, maybe make it optional.
Okay, guys and
I
girls,
don't
it
even see
is
it anymore.
it is time to
I
get
don't
these
even-
birds up in the air. We got a long leg to go, so let's go ahead and do it. Make sure you don't have your parking brake on. Make sure you turn to a heading of 260 after takeoff. Lazerbolt, it's rolling. Let's go. Let's get to Broken Hill. Yeah, like I said, Broken Hill is one of the old mining sites here in Australia. One of the very first huge mining operations they had going on. Apparently they mine lots of silver and zinc. It's a good combination. Get that stuff out of the ground. Got Commodore 64 box up here waiting for us to get in the air. I'm glad he's still stuck around. Let's go.
Ooh, look,
Damn
here,
it.
I'm taking off. She's so needy sometimes.
Huh.
On our way. 12,000. I'm pretty sure we can maintain 260 knots at 12,000. Might be a little tight, but we got to get that ground speed up because, yeah, we still got a long ways to go. 340 miles or something like that. Yeah, let's get going. So Longhorn, I've been meaning to ask you about this, but I haven't seen you in a couple weeks, but I'm sure you noticed, like I did, that about a week ago, Starlink changed their pricing. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
They sent me an email. Their $5 plan is now a $10 plan. It's like for $5, that sounded like a really good deal. I was like, well, that's cool. Yeah, I'll just leave it on standby for $5. Well, now I'm thinking for $10, shit, that's like, you know, I get Disney Plus for that. You know, I mean, come on, $10 a month just to have it on standby? No thanks. I think I'm just going to shut it off when I'm not using it.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are going to now. And my home plan also went up by $10 a month.
Oh, did it?
120. Yeah, it went from 120 to 130.
That's like a
But-
unlimited plan?
Yeah, it's the highest speed unlimited residential plan.
I didn't expect them to
second
change
thing
that.
is-
Well,
the
what about the
second thing is
regular? What about the regular $50 plan? Is that still a $50 plan?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Mobile? I didn't notice that they
changed.
changed the price on that, but I definitely noticed that they changed the standby price.
I think it went up to 60. I might be wrong on that, but I think it also.
I hope so, or I mean, I hope not.
Well, Well, the email I got said it wasn't supposed to take effect until with your first billing cycle after July 1st, which that may be the case for my residential plan, but I switched over. They introduced a new 300 gigabyte plan that I told you about. That worked out perfectly for me because we used about 120 gigabytes. So
How much?
I was going to do the 100 gigabyte plan.
How much is that
But-
300 gig plan?
80 is the normal price, but because of
Really?
by getting the free rental with it, it's only 40 for me. But because I also did it halfway through my billing cycle, it only cost me $19 for the 300 gigabytes.
Right.
And I've only used about 140 of it. Now that plan ends Sunday, and then on Monday it's switching back to standby. But I noticed when it switches to standby this Monday, which is only June 1st, it's going to the $10 plan now, and it's like that wasn't supposed to start till July.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think my email said something similar. I don't remember it saying anything about July, but it definitely said after my next billing statement is going to be, $10 a month instead of $5. And this is just like for my RV internet. So, I mean, I don't really use that much. I'm pretty sure. Well, I hope they still have the 100 gigs for $50, because that was a pretty good
they still
deal.
have it.
That's all I need. I mean, usually when I go camping, I'm only gone for a few days anyway, and 100 gig is fine.
Yeah, if we would have did the 100 gig plan, see, we went up Saturday. Sometime on Thursday, we crossed over 100 gigabytes. So I could have switched. I could have did the 100 gigabyte plan for, I think it was giving me like $12 is what I could have paid for. But by doing the 300 gigabyte plan, I was able to do it for 19. So like, well, for $7 more,
Right.
I know I'm not going to run through the 300, and I didn't even come close. So,
Well,
so that worked out great.
I kind of like the sounds of that. If they haven't changed the price, that 300 gigabytes for $80, that sounds pretty good. I mean, I'm not likely to use 300 gigabytes in a week, but if I had that, I sure wouldn't worry about it. I'd be going high on the hog, man, just watching everything HD. Well, the biggest thing I'm worried about is, like, when I'm camping, I still want to do these flights on Fridays. So, and since the sim streams everything in, you can use a lot of gigabytes in a hurry. And I was a little bit concerned, wondering if 100 gigabytes would be enough. But 300, geez, I wouldn't be worried about nothing if I had 300.
Jeez, guys, I'm going to take my shoes off to keep up with these calculations.
I know there are a lot of numbers coming out. But it's like they changed it all up. They had I don't know. I thought it was pretty sweet when they had the $5 for the low speed standby mode, and then $50 for 100 gig. That was a good deal.
Yeah, and initially you could use standby when in motion. They took that away a couple months ago, and for $5 it's like, okay, fine, because I keep it on the dash of my vehicle,
Right.
my work vehicle, because there's so many areas where I have no cell service, and
Yeah.
it was fast enough that I could stream music or get phone calls and stuff. Well, when I think it was May 1st that they dropped that, and I'm driving down the road and I started getting emails from Starlink telling me that my internet has been disabled because I've exceeded the speed. Well,
Oh, really?
okay, so it's like, okay, well, that's fine for $5. It's not.
I know a lot of people who use Starlink on their boat. They got problems with that. 'Cause it's like, you're always moving on a boat, and they don't let you move around while you're using it. It's like, well, what are you going to do on a boat?
Good for up to 10. It's good for up to 10 miles an hour.
Okay.
So if you go over 10 miles an hour, it disables your internet until you come to a stop. Well, for $10 a month now, I want that back now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, when I'm moving, I don't need too much internet anyway. I mean, I just use my phone if I have to. I can if I need music that bad, if I'm not listening to radio. But you'll notice as you're traveling around the country in your RV, there are no good radio stations out there. It's all crap. It's all the worst crap out there. So yeah, I do like to listen to music on my phone.
Yeah, I stream either Sirius XM or Pandora because there's one radio station that I consider them local, but they're only local if I get about 30 miles to the west out of the mountains.
Oh,
So I can't pick up any local radio stations in my house.
It just seems like whenever I'm traveling around the country, all I can get is like really low-grade country music or a bunch of religious programming. It's like, ugh, I don't want any of that when I'm trying to travel. Just give me some music.
Yeah, well, I already paid for Sirius XM, so I'd like to listen to it. Which I used to be able to until they took away the motion.
The worst place I ever went, when I was traveling around Arkansas and I was just north of Texas, oh my God, the radio stations were awful. They were the worst. They were so bad. Ugh. Go figure, Arkansas slash Texas with bad radio.
Yeah, we get a pretty good rock station here that I like.
Yeah, that's what I like. Any good rock station. I don't care if it's old rock or new rock or just anything.
Ever since I reset things, now I can see things in the EFB.
Oh, you got the airplanes on there now? Well, cool, man.
Yeah, for some reason.
You see me waving at you? Hello.
No. I wasn't as funny as it should have been.
Well, yeah, it wasn't as
Whatever.
funny.
I know.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I got a respectable 308 ground speed happening here, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, I got 280 max.
You
That's
got
ground
that
speed?
headwind again, don't you?
Yeah.
You got to have some wind coming right in your face.
Yeah, 250 indicated is the highest it'll go
Really?
up here. Yeah, I was getting 267 lower altitude, but my ground speed was about the same though. I think I was getting 285, but now
I
I'm only
think I
getting
might have a
280.
little bit of wiggle room. Let me see if I can go 280 just for a test. 280 indicated.
I got 303.
I'm climbing. Indicated? Holy moly, Captain
Indicated.
Sim. Captain Sim to the
Indicated.
rescue. Wowee. Yeah, that's right. In the Captain Sim one, it's a little bit hard to tell what your ground speed is. I'm up to 270 now, indicated, and still climbing. I could probably do 280 if I had to. Yeah, I'm going to bring her back down to 260 so we can all stay together. In
I'm
theory.
at 16,000.
There you go. Captain Sim's using them extra beefy engines.
Look at all those exhausts. Huh?
Isn't that nice? Everybody in the back is getting black smoke poured all over their airplanes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm just entering the cloud layer right now, so it's kind of half in the clouds, half not. It looks awesome.
Yeah, but how's your airplane?
Oh, my airplane? No, it's good. But I'm sitting in a big cloud. It's Friday night.
Like taking a picture half underwater and half not.
Hey, that's not easy to do.
I'm sure it's not.
Right? I mean, you see, I've seen entire shows on like filming the new Avatar movie and stuff, and how hard it is to, first of all, film underwater in these tanks, and then when they're trying to do like you said, half underwater and half above water, where you can see the water line. That's very difficult to pull off.
You almost need like two cameras, two photo sensors.
And one of the things they do too is like a lot of that they film in a tank, and they want to make it look like they're hundreds of feet under the water, but the tank, the reflection of the water up above looks just like a mirror. So you've seen underwater pictures where if you look up, the water looks like a mirror, and the only way that they could combat that is they filled the tank full of little black balls, little BBs, little rubber BBs. So they all float to the surface. So basically there's a cover over the tank that's just little BBs. Otherwise it would be all reflective and it would look like a mirror, and it's very hard to shoot in that.
Yeah,
So
I
you
was
come up
thinking
with
of
good
that,
solutions.
like, building like a black wall on the top, but you probably would want people to get out in an emergency, and
Right.
that would be a problem.
It would probably be against OSHA to put an actual tarp over the top of it, but black balls you can get up and down if you had to. Look at this fantastic looking group here, guys and girls. Wow, we are convoying.
Did you say we're clairvoyant?
Well, we're that too. We're that too. Pretty clever around here. We're so smart we can see the future. This last airport we're visiting does not have a point of interest involved with it like the last two did, but it is a star airport. It's got a big gold star on it. Bespoke airport would be. The airport itself is very nice looking. And I checked it out yesterday, and it is a very nice look. Let's go.
Oh, Travis, did you bump your head on the yoke?
I
You hit the
turned
wrong button?
autopilot on and it decided
Oh, did you mess with the pitch trim knob?
no, I didn't.
Didn't mess with nothing, huh? Oh, right on. I thought maybe you did like Longhorn did, and you opened up that door that says "Don't open."
Or what do they call the? What do they call that quick landing that these do?
Tactical.
Yeah.
It looked like he was getting ready to do something tactical. Fell right out of the sky, my boy Travis.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, first time in this flight I tried turning the autopilot on and
And it was trimmed funny, wasn't it?
I don't know. Well, I mean the plane is trimmed fine.
Well, we're making some ground here. We're already we're well under 300 miles an hour. We're 275. We've already gone. Geez, I don't know. What's the math on that? 80 miles? 70 miles? We're cooking, baby.
What does the chart mean when it says scalloping may occur on final?
Is that better than porpoising?
Well, I like scallops, but I don't think that's what it means.
What would scalloping be? Is that some kind of fishtailing or something? Or what the hell would that be? Don't sound good.
Rock from side to side.
Maybe. All a bunch of seafood to me. Scallops and fishtails and porpoises.
Sounds like a potato casserole or something to me.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, I wish our buddy James Holmes, he's always here, he's the guy from Scotland, he's always here at the beginning of the flights and chimes in before he's got to go to bed. I wish I would have remembered when he was still here. I kind of made a crack a couple weeks ago about how bad Scottish food is. And I don't know Scottish food, but it's just like, you know, you never see any Scottish restaurants and the food must be bad. So anyway, I was just happened to be looking up recipes, and I ran into a big section of recipes that was Scottish food. And I gotta say, a couple of them looked really good. There's one of them I'm definitely gonna try. There was this one recipe, it had a weird name. I mean, everything's got a weird name. But it was something like, you know, Dingaflufus or something. It's just a weird ass dumb name. But it looked really good. Some kind of like shredded cabbage with ground beef and onions and potatoes, and kind of looked like a casserole, but it was prepared specially, and it really looked good. I'm definitely going to be trying that. Bunch of cheese on there.
Yeah.
So I wanted to mention that when he was still here. Somewhat apologize for me slamming his country's food, because I'm definitely going to be making that. It looked good.
I had this Scottish egg.
It did
Right.
have egg in it, yeah.
Gotcha, egg. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, Scotch eggs. Yeah.
Oh,
You know, I tried making those before. They're not easy.
I bet. But get it right.
Yeah, to get it
I
right.
use their tape when I wrap Christmas presents.
That's good tape. Delicious.
I don't think you're supposed to eat that stuff.
Wing
wonder
nut.
if the
I could
McDonald's
walk
over there
across
have
my wing and jump
McHuggers.
on your airplane. Got that bird right here by me.
Tough style here, but over there,
Oh, that struck me funny.
I'm still kind of with the pack here. I'm trying to fiddle with this thing, and the autopilot doesn't want to go back on.
I have this weird thing happening graphically where every now and then, out of everybody's plane, it like shoots out these little black squares.
Little
It
black
actually
stars.
looks like an icon of a person.
Oh, really?
You know, like
That
a
I've
Lego
seen-
person.
That
I
might
seen
be.
that last week.
You
I've
might
seen that
see
last-
every once in a while somebody's avatar jump right out of the airplane.
That's
We used
what
to
it
laugh
looks
about that when it's like, "Whoop! I just saw your guy fall out of the airplane. There he goes."
like laser. I think it was on yours. Yes. Who's that?
That's pretty funny.
Fortunately, that's kind of normal.
No, that's just
Pierce
me
to the
throwing
back.
my tactical officer out because he burnt some popcorn in the microwave or something.
Again. And then cook fish after that.
Oh, Wingnut, that is a nice picture of the whole group. Look at that. We are looking large and in charge up here. Beautiful. And still, I love your colored name tags. I wish there was an easy way where I could get those. I'm kidding. I know it's the easiest thing in the world. I just keep forgetting to install it.
I don't know if I could be able to share my the folder with you or not, and I don't know if that would work or not.
Oh, you already shared the entire file with me. I've got it. I just haven't installed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, it looks like the easiest thing in the world. All you have to do is drop it into your community folder.
Is that the flow?
Yeah, it's handy though. It lets you you can change people's name tags, which is nice because right now everybody's name tag is white. When you got them up against the cloud, you can hardly read it. But also, it lets you change the information it displays. Like right now, it
Yeah.
tells you the airplane, and then the type of airplane, and then the manufacturer, and then how many miles away they are, and how many feet they are, to the like hundredth of an inch. Why do I need to know to the hundredth of an inch how high you are? It's
Well,
ridiculous.
I'm looking at your plane. It says 12,007.
Yeah.
0.81.
I mean, everything after the point you can just get rid of, in my opinion. It's just
Right.
too
Yeah.
much garbage on the
You-
screen. And
Well, you
honestly,
can-
if I had
you
my
can-
choice, I would only want to see you're in a C-130, your distance, and I don't even need your altitude, to be honest. I can tell how high you are. You're above me or you're below me. That's all I need to know. But your distance
you
would
can
be nice. You
turn
know what I mean?
that
So
off.
just break it down to just like two things: what you're in and how far away you are. That's all I need to know. It's perfect.
Yeah, you can next second final
Yeah.
give you the first tag of all that.
I mean, even flight sims in the past let you do that right on the fly. You could just like right click on the screen and change what the information looks like. This one, no. It gives you way more information than you need, and you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, that's why I like this programming. You can put whatever color you want to whoever you want. For
It's handy. I
Yeah,
think
that's nice.
I'd make
That's the
everyone
Flow-
green like you
Flow
got.
Pro, right?
Say again.
Flow Pro. The Flow Pro. Is that what that is?
No, this is a different. I got this one off of. Oh shoot! Get the name of the website now.
Yeah, it's a freeware thing.
Yeah, it's
Seems to work
freeware.
nice.
Oh, okay.
I said it couldn't be easier. All you need to do is I read the instructions and I just never got around to doing it. Pop it into the community
Yeah.
folder and it gives you a bunch of new ways to change your name tags. Pretty handy.
Well, I think when I have to pay what called Flow Pro.
What's that do? Kind of the same thing?
Yeah, kind of the same thing, but it gives you a wheel that you put a shortcut.
Keep cutting out a bunch
And-
of it there.
Yeah, and you could change everybody's ID tag like I can look at your laser, all that info.
Yeah,
Wing
it's
nut
handy.
and everybody, yeah.
I mean, it seems simple enough they could have just included that in the game, but I guess not.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty simple programming right there.
yeah.
This one does it too. It puts it up in that little bar menu at the top of your screen when
Little
you
drop
move your
down?
mouse up. Yeah, a little
Yeah.
drop down menu. And it's just a little wheel up there. But it was freeware off of flightsim.to.
Yeah.
If I can remember the name of it, I'll say.
Yep, like I said, when you shared it with us on Discord about, I don't know, 6 months ago, I grabbed it, and I just keep forgetting to pop it in. But it's like the day of the flight, I don't want to mess with something like that, so I keep forgetting to do it. But then, you know, during the week, I've got all the time in the world to do it, and I just never think of it. Because during the week, I'm usually flying alone. I don't see other people with name tags. It's starting to look a lot more outbacky around here. We've got the mountains, much
Bit
less
red.
forests. Everything's getting kind of, what's that, red clay.
Got more grass out back at my place.
I've never been to an Outback Steakhouse. It's probably not as good as they used to be.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
A long time for me. I always like their blooming onions. Those are
Oh,
very
yeah.
unhealthy, but delicious.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I must have been to an Outback because I know I've had that. I love that sauce you dip it in too. It's real good. I know I've had that before.
That's
It was
like, I don't know
delicious.
if you guys had Damon's back in the day.
Oh, that doesn't
Damon
really sound
Grill.
Oh,
familiar.
a place for ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had
Okay.
like a big onion loaf.
All
Yeah,
of that
used to
sounds
have that
good.
when I was in Arizona.
That was delicious.
Yeah, you want ribs here now? Around where I live, you gotta go kill your own cow.
Crap they got at the store. Better go to a butcher.
Everybody's doing a fantastic job up here, staying in formation, looking cool. Just know that you're looking really cool right now.
Yeah, I tried to grab that file before it started. Been bare knuckle. It's alright.
You do pretty good up here, hanging in formation.
Try.
I said this is not the easiest bird to fly, but you know it's not that bad. Really,
No.
when you look around the cockpit, it looks pretty daunting. But with just a handful of things to know how to do, you can get around.
Oh, believe me, I've been fighting it all night.
Yeah.
Bells and whistles going off, and it's like, what? What?
Yeah. Oh, it
What?
likes to complain. It really does.
Yeah.
And half the times it's not really complaining. It's just telling you stuff that you kind of already know. It's like a warning or something, but it's like, man, don't tell me that. I turn all that off. I mean, I still get the warnings, but I don't get the audible part of it. I turn the audio down. He said it
See,
always
she
makes
can't-
me feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I know I'm not doing it wrong. You know, thanks for telling me to put my gear out, but I already know to put the gear out.
Yeah, I figured out why I wasn't getting any speed.
Do you have your flaps?
No, but there's a little switch that I thought was the autopilot. Is in the same general area.
Huh?
It's called air deflector, open or close.
Oh,
I opened
oh.
it.
You okay? Yeah, don't have that out.
Yeah, I just gained 30 knots.
30 well-needed knots. Well, we'll see you up here in a minute.
Well, now we know exactly what the drag on the air deflectors are.
30 knot drag.
Done that.
Yeah, it's on the switch panel right below the autopilot one. And I meant to hit the autopilot a couple airports ago, and I hit that toggle switch instead.
Oh,
I
whoops.
said, well, that's not the autopilot, but I never put it back to where it was.
That's right. All that stuff is right over there on the right. Isn't it?
Yeah, now I got 312 knot ground speed.
Well, hot dog. Catching up in a hurry.
Can't get my autopilot to switch back on, but that's okay. I'm really well trimmed out and throttles are set right.
Your autopilot is saying no, huh? You know
Yeah,
what?
I
Try.
click the switch on and it goes straight back.
Well, go onto your yoke itself has a button that says go around. Click that a couple times and then
Oh,
try
I have-
turning on your
I
autopilot.
have pressed that a bunch. One mode turns these eyebrows off of my little flight display, and one turns some eyebrows on. Huh. Yeah, I have to sit that for a minute. Let's see what happens here. If I start diving, you know why. That one.
It's funny. Our next airport has a runway, but no runway type. Can't tell if it's dirt or what. But that's not the runway we're landing on anyway. It's got two different runways. We are going to be coming in on runway 23. Count on that, guys and girls. Runway 23. It's a big old 8,200 footer of asphalt. We'll call it 1,000 feet of elevation. So yeah, count on that. We're going to be landing runway 23. This is a bespoke airport, so when we get down on the ground, roll all the way to the end because that's where the cool looking stuff is. We'll do that. We'll park up down at the end. We got a little bit to go before we reach Broken Hill, where you can get all your fine silver and zinc, whatever you want, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't get any progress after that, unfortunately.
That didn't help. Well, I don't want to jinx anything, but seems like so far everybody's system's working pretty good. I haven't heard anybody complaining about a system crash or nothing like that. I'm certainly having pretty smooth results. Huzzah!
I was just playing around, shot off some flares. A picture of them.
Oh, I love the flares on this Herky Bird. Look at that.
Oh, it's got flares. It's got flares.
Flares, yeah,
Ooh,
look at
yeah.
that. I love the, looks like angel wings. You shoot the
Oh.
flares out. That is cool looking, man. Nice picture. And just look at all the good pilots up here with us. Good time.
I usually dump my flares about 10 feet above the runway.
One thing I'm glad, I mean, it would be kind of nice to see in multiplayer to see other people's flares, but I'm kind of glad that you don't, because people could spam that and it would ruin your system. Everything would come slugged down to nothing. It's like if all of us had our flares going, it wouldn't be good. It would really knock our system down to 2 frames a second. Yeah, what a group. Only 185 to go. We're cooking.
It's so red out here because the skin of the earth is sunburned.
It kind of does look sunburned, doesn't it? It looks like I said, it looks like red clay.
by the ocean. I should have picked up some topicals.
It's kind of one thing I miss about from FSX is you could get swag from different places that you landed, t-shirts, or if you did a mission, you could get an item.
Yeah.
And I wish
I don't know too many places that
swag
even
for all the airports in the game, or a sticker, or
right.
something.
I don't know too many game companies that do stuff like that anymore, but that was fun. People used to do stuff like that.
If they'd give us a real hangar, it'd be a great place to display all of our stuff. And you can invite people into your hangar to hang out.
Yeah, you're right. You know, pick a place, pick an airport, and make that your base, and then there'd be an airport or a hangar you can walk around in that has all your stuff. That'd be cool.
Yep.
Neat idea. That's something that I bet you an add-on developer could probably make something like that. Because I had something similar. Remember I talked about Air Hauler back in the day. The company Just Flight used to make a thing called Air Hauler. They still do. It's really good. They got like Air Hauler 2 out now. I haven't played it since the new sim came out, but I used to be hooked on it. And it was like that. Like you could own a company that hauls cargo, and you got to get insurance, and you got to buy your airplanes. It was similar to the career mode that they have now, but way more, just way more cool. And one thing that I used to like to do is I would give my pilots, I'd give them a bunch of jobs and set them on a schedule, and then you could just sit there at the airport and watch everybody come and going. It's like, oh, here's this guy, he's 10 minutes late, you know, but he's good. You know, I was waiting for this guy, he's carrying 20,000 pounds of pork, you know, get that bird down here. And you could just sit there at the airport and watch everybody coming and going. It was great. And that was just an add-on. That wasn't, you know, I'm sure if they could have done that back in FSX, they could do it here now. And that would go right into, like, you would go to the apron at your favorite airport and all your airplanes are parked there.
Yeah, I never knew that was that extensive.
Yep, that's pretty neat. You can sit there at the airport and watch all your AI pilots beat the hell out of your airplanes. It's like, thanks a lot, buddy. We're going to have to get that fixed now. He came in real smooth. This is usually the part of the night where I would mention whatever I'm watching. But I don't think I watched anything new this week. Nothing too impressive. I finished watching the final season of Better Call Saul. I've seen it before, but I wouldn't rewatch the entire series just because it's awesome. Not done doing that, but no, I don't have anything new to talk about. I've already talked about Mandalorian and Grogu. Anybody see anything good this week? What's worth watching nowadays?
Out this week on Prime is Nick Cage and Spider Noir.
Oh, okay. You know what? I saw part of the first episode of that, and I need to get back to it. It looks really good. I'm watching the black and white version of it, and yeah, I like that kind of stuff. So have you seen it?
I'm up to episode 4.
Oh, nice. Nice. It must be one of those they drop the whole thing at once, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good. I was looking forward to that. When I first heard about it, of course, I thought it was Disney Plus, but then I realized for licensing reasons they had to put it on Prime. And you'll notice that no time do they ever call him Spider-Man. He's the Spider. I mean, it is Spider-Man. It's follows the comic books and everything. It's a Marvel production, but they can't call him Spider-Man.
Yeah, and one of the gangsters is the Sandman, so he's already showing up in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen a little bit of him. Spoiler, I saw just enough of him to show up, and then they shot him. Some dude filled him full of lead. At least I think that was Sandman.
I think the Rhino and Shocker are also going to show up, but I'm not 100% certain. That's who I think they are.
I really like Nicolas Cage in that role. Does a good job.
He sure seems like he's having a good time with it.
Oh, he loves that kind of stuff, doesn't he?
He gets to talk like an old gangster, like, yeah, see?
Yeah, an old gumshoe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it looks fun. I'm definitely this weekend sometime going to sit down and watch more of that.
Didn't he just legally change his name to Cage?
Did he?
heard
Yeah,
that,
he
yeah.
said something he didn't want to be attached to the
Coppola.
Coppola name,
Yeah.
yeah.
For all this time, now the
Huh. I mean, I knew that wasn't his real name, but I just would have figured he changed it a long time ago. He's been
Done that
going.
back in,
He's
what,
been
the
going by
80s?
Nick Cage for a long time.
yeah.
Ever since, gosh, as long as I can remember.
80.
Yeah.
Moonstruck.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the other references to.
What reference?
Coppola?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
The
Francis Ford Coppola.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like
Godfather?
a nephew or a son or something. He's a Nepo
No.
kid. But it's like he started
he-
going by the name Nicolas Cage back in the 80s, you know what I mean? As soon as he started becoming professional, he changed his name. But I guess he never officially changed it. I did not know that until
He
recently.
didn't wanted his own be recognized for him, not that.
Yeah, that's respectable. I get that.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's one of those things. If I was a super struggling anything, I don't know if I would have the fortitude to do that. If I could just use my dad's name and it would help my career, I might just have to do that, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, respect. Well, I'm going to grab my nut and twist it down to a 227 heading for that runway.
What?
You know,
He's not.
the nut on your window, how you can change your heading? Give it a good twist.
Yeah, something cool I did see this week. My son took a motorcycle ride out to Rickenbacker. He got a red tail
Oh,
Memorial
really?
out there.
Oh, cool. Is it still flyable? Or it's just on display?
It's just it's like a big memorial to the flyers. It has them on it, painted with the P50.
That's
well,
cool.
I'll send that over.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. That movie was good too, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, they actually, I guess they flew out of lock back in, but now Rickenbacker.
Huh. Well, runway 23, kind of straight in. When we get there, we're not going to have to maneuver too much. Good news. I will, however, I'm going to go to the right just a few degrees, and by the time we get there, we might be perfectly straight lined up. This is the best looking group of Herky birds and 400s you're ever likely to see. Look at us. That is sharp.
My grandson coming tomorrow, his 8th birthday. I'll be showing him of it.
Nice.
I'm sorry, say again? I didn't catch the last of that, what you're going to be doing.
No, my grandson is coming. I'm going to show him this video of us flying.
Oh? You might like that,
I said,
huh?
Yeah, he wants to be a pilot.
Oh, good man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got him.
You should enjoy this.
Yeah, I got him. His, like I said, favorite plane's the F-5B, but
Oh, that is a big one.
he likes flying it. You know,
Cool.
he's only 8. Learning.
Yeah, my 6-year-old granddaughter's birthday's in a couple days.
And she won't stop playing with all your airplane models.
Oh yeah, she takes them all and grabs them all. Next airport on.
I used to enjoy building those, so it's been a long time to do that.
Yeah, me too. The last one I built was a PBY Catalina. A nice looking
My dad loved that.
plane. I haven't seen a good version of the PBY Catalina for the 2024 sim. There's got to be one. Somebody had to make it, I'm sure. I just haven't looked for it. That's
Yeah,
a nice bird. I like
yeah.
it. As long as you're in no hurry. It's a pretty slow airplane, but man, it's nice.
There used to be a really good one back in the day for FSX or something. I can't remember.
It was Aerosoft, I believe, and that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one I fell in love with. That's why after having that airplane, I fell in love with it. I saw the model and I was like, "Ooh, I'm getting that black cat right there. That black Catalina, beautiful." I guess back in the day there were well, for one, torpedo. They dropped torpedoes and stuff because they could go real nice and slow, real close to the water, and they're
Yeah.
also used for search and rescue. Nice bird.
I believe it has the same engines as the DC-3 C-47.
Is it? It's got some big engines on there, that's for sure.
Or so I've been told anyway.
Yeah, the Pratt & Whitney's.
$116 out. Make a good time. Probably when we're about, I don't know, maybe 40 out or so, I'm going to begin descending. Got a little bit to go down. We're at 12,000. We just do like Travis did, just go straight nose down, we'll be down there in a hurry.
There you go. I just had a negative attitude.
That'll get you down in a hurry. Yeah, if the Commodore 64 is in a, says he's in a DC-6, I would have thought that could keep up a little better.
I'm showing his name tag says C-130J long config, so he's in a
Right, me too.
Blackbird.
But right after that it says DC-6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
usually
So
the-
sometimes it combines name tags when it just doesn't know what to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I'm assuming he's in a
before
DC-6.
character identifier is usually the accurate one, which is nice that it comes through
Right.
no matter what.
How you holding up back there, Longhorn?
I'm gaining, but slowly.
Your name tag's getting bigger.
Yeah, I'm probably about 20 miles behind you.
I'm showing 17.63.
Right on. Caught right up. When you close that deflector, that's worse than
Who
having your
thought?
flaps out.
Also, I gained a lot of speed when I was pointing towards the ground, too.
Take a nosedive like Travis, and that'll get you some speed.
Yeah, but that's only a temporary fix.
Yeah. You'll lose a lot of speed if you go all the way down.
I just did some wing walking, make sure all my doors are closed.
Yeah, Kinesis, I'm probably pretty close to the end of Kingdom Come, or don't spoil it for me, but on the Siege section and just kind of doing some of the DLCs too. I kind of looked up when to do those, and it says, oh, you haven't done them yet? You can definitely do them now.
Travis, you're talking about Kingdom Come 2? Or the first one still?
I have the second one. I actually got the second one first just because it graphically looked good and was up my alley and was coming out and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, you know. And I heard you didn't need to play the first one, but no, you really got to play the first one. I mean,
Well, I heard the first one's so good. It's like, you know.
yeah,
It really is.
yeah. And that's why I haven't played.
There's definitely some characters you're gonna want to get to know before the second one, like this priest, and your adventures with him are gonna be completely memorable.
Well, I do like a good RPG, you know, and I like that kind of a, you know, it's not a turn-based, top-down, any kind of RPG. It's just a straight-up, you're in that world and you're doing knights in shining armor stuff. You know, sounds pretty good. I watched you play it on your stream a couple times, Kineas, and it looks great. Part 2,
I
that is.
really enjoyed it. I've now moved on to Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm at Chapter 2, and loving it.
Oh, that game is so good. Dude, the story mode in that game is astonishing. It just gets better and better. By the end, you'll be crying.
You're not the first person to tell me that.
Boy, this might have to be next week's thumbnail here. Look at this. Beautiful. Seven of us right up here in close formation. Maybe more than that if I look around. Beautiful. We're getting close. We're only 85 out. I'm going to go ahead and get set up now. Let's see here. About 1,000 foot of elevation at this place. I'm going to drop it down to about 3,000. But not quite yet. We still got a little bit to go. When I'm 40 out, I'm going to drop her down. I'm going to move my altitude select down now so I don't forget. 3,000 feet.
I'm hearing comms come on telling me there's traffic. I've never heard that before on my C-130.
Really?
I think that was the last update that put that in there.
Must have.
That's cool.
Nobody else is hearing?
I've got
Oh, yeah,
that
I hear.
turned down.
Yep,
I
I'm
have the
getting that
volume
too.
turned down on all of my warnings and complaints. I turned that down a little bit so I don't have to hear it.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot more different chatter that I never used to hear before since the last update.
Cool.
I don't think I have my TA, RA selected on. Well,
We used to call that the bitching Betty because it was always a female voice telling me everything. The bitching Betty all day long, through the entire flight, she's telling me what to do. Well, now it's a guy, so I don't know what to call it. Bitching Barney.
I don't mind. It's not real overbearing. It
No,
gives a touch
it is
of realism.
it is realistic, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If we were flying like this, I'm sure my airplane would be complaining the whole time in real life. Like, what are you doing,
Yeah.
man?
Actually, I think my TCAS is turned on, at least on my screen it says TARA, so maybe... that's
Are you
weird,
hearing
I'm
it,
not
Travis?
getting- No, I'm not getting anything. It's like every installation has its own personality.
Yeah, that's life. We might be going a little bit after class tonight, a little bit. Usually we're done by about 11:30 or so, or at least we're on the ground. But we'll be on the ground in another 10 minutes, so no biggie.
I've only got 8:36 here.
And 11:36, still no biggie.
11, yeah.
Like I said, usually we're on the ground by about 11:30, and then we shoot the shit for a little bit.
You got visors and everything. Got it.
I'm not sure I heard that, Tailhook.
The visor on the windows
Oh yeah,
in this thing.
yeah. Well, it's got that cool. Some people like it. I don't like to fly with it. It also has that that heads-up display. That's kind of nice.
That's probably what he's
Yeah.
talking about, the HUD.
Yeah.
I fly with it. I like it.
The first thing I do
Yeah,
is I
I'm-
put that thing away because it's just kind of in my way.
No, I like the HUD. I'm used to flying the jets anyway, so that's.
Oh yeah, they'll always have that. See, I'll put mine
Yeah.
down just to show
And
everybody.
Well, I mean, just the visor for the sun that click on windows.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the HUD. Never mind. Sorry.
No, that's all right. That's all right. I mean, that's cool too. So how you pull that away, back.
I mean, the visor works, I suppose, if it's just in the right place.
Yeah.
You need it. I mean, the HUD is nice. I mean, you got all your info right there. It's just, I always feel like it's just right in front of my face. I just want it to go away. But it is handy,
It's,
that is for sure.
It's nice to have when you're doing, like, when you're not in cruise. It's, in a practical world, you don't need it in cruise ever. Like, you put it away and enjoy the view. But you're doing
Pretty
some
cool.
instrument stuff and whatnot, and
Well,
it's
that way,
nice to
yeah,
have.
you don't have to look away to have all your info. It's right there, right in front of
Yeah.
your nose. Well, I'm wondering if we lost our buddy Mia.
I was
She
just
might have had to
wondering
go to
how
bed.
she disappeared. She was here just a second ago.
Well, she
right
wasn't. She
beside
might have had
me.
to go to bed. I think for her, it's kind of early in the morning. I'm kind of
Yeah.
always happily surprised that she flies with us as much as she does. But usually by now, she's calling it a night. I forget exactly where she is. I don't know if she's in Germany or something. I don't know why I'm thinking she's over in Europe somewhere.
I don't know. I was
But
going to ask you
last
that.
time, it seemed like it was pretty early in the morning for her, and I was surprised she stuck
Wow.
with us that long.
Commodore 64 is really lagging back there.
Yeah, he's in a DC-6. Like I said, I thought the DC-6 would do a little bit better, but I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of a wrong airplane. Isn't a DC-6 a big jet?
Yeah, but it's only, remember,
Or
he's only 8 bits.
That's right. Yeah, Coast, that's a good one.
It's a 4-engine, but I believe that's just reciprocating, or it's not
Right.
a turbo problem.
It's an old one. Well, you're still with us. It's good. I mean, by the time we get on the ground, everybody usually catches up. .52 out. Very shortly, I'm going to begin descending. Reminder, we're coming in runway 23. It's a big old 8,200 feet of asphalt. 1,000 feet of elevation. That will get us there. I think I will begin descending. Not in a huge hurry. I'm going to try to keep my descent to like, negative 1,500 VSI. That'll get us down. Dropping her down. I'm going to drop down to 3,000 and then try to hold there. Let's see what happens when I move this pitch and trim knob. The pitch control, sometimes it shoots me straight up, straight down, who knows. Hey, seemed to work pretty good this time. Nice and smooth. Look at that. Here we go. Drop me down a little farther than I wanted, but still. So I'm aiming for a negative 1,500 VSI. Go. Perfect.
Very interesting landscape out here. I wonder what kind of life inhabits this these areas.
I bet you there's a lot of camels around here. Something a lot of people don't realize, that most of the world's camels come from Australia. They don't come from Saudi Arabia. They don't come from the Middle East. They come from Australia. They originally came from the Middle East. But back in the day, way back in the day, they took a bunch of camels from the Middle East and moved them here to Australia, and they thrived, like super thrived, and pretty much took over the whole place. And now, the #1 place in the world for camels is Australia. Believe it or not. Believe it, because I said so.
My dad used to just get them from Circle K.
You get a toll back.
Yeah, back in the day,
They walk a mile.
you had the camel bucks.
I told you guys flying with Travis will rub off on you now.
It's toxic. Remember I told you.
Yeah, you did.
I might want to increase my descent rate here a little bit. I'm still over 8,000 feet and only got 32 to go. Gonna drop her down slightly slower or slightly faster here. Get a little more of a vertical speed happening. Yeah, you know, it's one of them places too where just this game is so great. There's not really much to see here, but it still looks pretty cool.
A lot to see. I mean, a lot of good, unique textures.
Right. There's not too much geographically going on, but it's like, yeah, it all looks pretty cool. It probably looks just like it's supposed to. Kind of like the surface of the moon.
or Mars, as red as it is.
Yeah, as red as
So-
it is, that's for sure.
Okay.
Probably would be a good place to do some Mars survival testing where you can get help easily, but be way out in nowhere where you really feel like you're alone.
Well, even just some training, yeah, you know. Well, didn't they, you know, a lot of times they're testing spacesuits and rovers and stuff like that. They'll send people out in the desert.
Didn't they have a show on last bunch of stars? They were in a place in Australia that read like they were like on a base.
Sounds like a good show if there is.
Yeah, I mean it was. It had that box Ronda Rousey,
Okay.
Ronda something. Yeah, she was on it. You know, a couple football players, all that stuff.
Yeah, cool.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, you know, and they had the Mars, and all that. But it was pretty cool. Just social game
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I might enjoy that.
Yeah, good. Wife and which, by the way, is today is 30.
Sorry, you're breaking up. Say that one more time.
Yeah, you
I
keep
said-
breaking up. It's such a shame too. I like listening
Yeah.
to you, but it's like a weird, like I said, it's a noise gate or something that keeps clipping you off.
No, I know what it is. It's I got a fan on the other killing
Ah.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Let me see if I can hop up here out
Well, don't
to the ground.
don't lose track. We're only 20 miles out. It's about time to start slowing down and get ready for this airport. As a matter of fact, we are almost lined up with that runway. My little arrow that points towards the airport is almost perfectly lined up with the arrow that shows the runway. We're going to be turning final here in just a couple miles. I am leveling off at 3,000.
My sim just froze up.
Your sim just froze up. Uh-oh.
Yep, I made it
Give
all
it a
this
second.
way.
Hopefully it'll come
That
back.
won't
But
You
Oh,
got
no.
a hair dryer?
Jeez.
I'll go
What's
give
that?
that a try.
So actually, make it all this way, and then 20 miles from landing gives you a problem. Well, I am going to begin slowing down and doing my flat procedures and all that good noise. We're only 17 out, so we're here. This is ready. Slow down 200, turning final.
Hair dryer on. Check.
Yeah, a lot of times when my game freezes unnaturally like that, if I wait long enough, it'll come back. But sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, it ain't coming back.
Yeah, I looked at Task Manager. It said not responding, so
Yeah.
I had to shut her down.
Well, doggone it. You made it all this way.
Try CPR.
$14 out.
Now she's telling me I got trapped.
Now it is.
What runway are we going for?
Our runway is, let's say 23 going on? Yeah, runway 23. It's a big one. Big old asphalt runway. 1,000 feet of elevation, so don't let that take you by surprise. Only 11 out. You can see the runway in the distance here. Looking good.
I need to stop trying to fly this like an F-5.
It's not quite as zippy as that, is it? Well, and it's just this thing
I
doesn't
like-
like to slow down. You really
Yeah.
got to start doing your prepping quite early.
Quick air brake.
Or the Bugs Bunny air brake.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I thought that was real. I mean, I knew Bugs Bunny was fake, but I thought, really, air brakes work like that? That's cool. I've heard of air brakes. The runway is pretty easy to spot. It sticks right out. Coming in. Only 8 out. Getting ready to put my gear down here. That'll be fun. I like having gear out.
Some fun over there, Kenny.
I'm having some auto throttle problems, and I'm gonna lose it and crash.
Oh no, don't do that.
Oh no.
Don't crash
Sorry,
until
not
we
me.
get down and we can see it.
That you're just skimming the earth. You're going
no.
across my screen. I see the runway now.
Gonna pause for just a second. I've been having to do that every landing lately. It's like when I turn off my autopilot, my sticks get weird. I have to take my main HOTUS stick and do like a complete circle with it, and it gets back to normal. But if I don't do that, everything's super touchy, and I'll go all over the place. It's weird. And it's not just this aircraft, it's all aircraft. It's been doing that for a while.
It's just if you don't touch it for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's like the first thing I do. If I just, the very first thing when I start the flight, if I don't do the complete orbit with all of my controls, it does. Everything's like super touchy. I move the stick like a millimeter, and it's like I moved it max, and my airplane flips over, you know. So I do that, and then everything kind of like, I don't know, recalibrates itself or what. I think it's more of a mechanical issue than a, driver issue. Whatever
Maybe
it is.
the little contacts for the Coast knows all this terminology.
The pots.
turbo things.
Yeah. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, I think it is a mechanical issue with my stick itself and nothing to do with the software. But it doesn't happen all the time, but if I don't deal with it, it's bad news. Coming in right behind you, Mr. Newbie. I think we're looking good, though. This is a big runway.
Yeah, I know those kind of wear and kind of create like a carbon dust or whatever on whatever those specific servo things are called that record the potentiometers.
Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to slow down, and I can't slow down anymore, guys. I might go right through you. I don't know how the hell you guys are going so damn slow. I'm going to go over the top of you guys, Mr. Newbie, and I think Kineas. I'm going to go over the top of you guys, and I'm going to land long, about halfway down the runway. So don't mind me.
Hello. Passing right by you, Longhorn.
Didn't know you were back there.
I spawned
Oh,
in
that's
on
right.
you.
Oh, that's right. You're
Get down, get down.
you had to reset.
I can't get this bird down.
Now I got some traffic.
Oh, god dang. Don't forget your auto throttle, everybody. I'm like, how come I'm not slowing down? Durr. Okay. I think everything's alright here. I'm still in the air, though. Okay. Okay. Stop, stop, stop. Oh boy. I just went off a cliff. Okay. You know what? My airplane wants to fly that bad. I might as well just do a go around. How embarrassing. But at least I didn't crash. That's one of the first times that I forgot my auto throttle and I did not crash. Weird.
It's almost like you need someone to remind you.
I know. See, I remind everybody every freaking landing, and nobody ever reminds me. Every landing I say, don't forget your auto or throttle. Because one time I was accused of not reminding people, and I felt bad.
I touched down about a quarter mile before the runway.
Well, coming back around.
That kid is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw it. I came right over the top. Right over the top of you, if you don't know. You probably got like my wheels like the top of your airplane.
There you go. And every time it's like a great landing when you forget the auto throttle, you know what I mean? Everything's looking great. Except, how come I can't stop?
My mistake is I turned it off, and I didn't rely on it with flaps and everything to bring me down at the right speed. Turned it off, pulled too much power out again. And as you approach under around 150 with this thing, it becomes a nightmare. You gotta be really, really careful.
That A400 is quite a beast to fly. It's,
And then
it's even
the
bigger
engine
than what
time.
we're in.
The reaction time on the engines is not real fast either, so
No.
gotta be careful with that.
Alright, try this again. It'll be, I don't know if I'm coming in right behind you, Longhorn, but it'll be close. Hey, don't forget your auto throttle.
Hey, Laser, don't forget your auto throttle.
Big old white hangars over here.
Yeah, this is a
Looks like-
bespoke airport. Roll down to the end of it, and there's all kinds of cool stuff. And I'm
Runway
using
looks pretty narrow.
the term cool stuff rather loosely, but there's stuff. Okay,
Yeah, terminal
bring her
looks nice.
in. Longhorn, I hope I don't crash into you, but I think we're good.
This thing's got little forklifts running around the taxiway.
There's like a cool parking lot down there and
That's for
some neat
laser.
airplanes.
That's for laser once he lands.
Cargo.
Well, I'm going to land perfectly. What do you think? Now that I remembered my auto throttle. I'm going to try to stop before I hit Longhorn. Longhorn doesn't look like your gear's down. Oh, there it is.
It is.
Popped in finally.
Yeah, I'm just gonna land further down the runway to kind of give you some room back there.
That was close, wasn't it?
No. Not a lot of room to
Don't
give.
slam your brakes on when I'm right behind you, buddy.
Oh.
Good
I
lord.
didn't even use the brakes. I just
Nice.
stalled right on the runway.
I saw that chaos from clear over here.
I know, we were
I looked
doing
down-
so good too. And it's like, nah, I'm going to come to a complete stop.
Yeah, I didn't even use the brakes. I just coasted to a stop.
There's some neat stuff down here, though.
It's gonna be, it's gonna be interesting.
All right, I don't need to know about my flaps. I'm on the ground.
Right on. Let's check out the gold starness of this airport. It might be a good one to like kind of fly your drone around or take your camera around and see, you know, there's little odd things here and there. Like there's a reason why they made this a bespoke airport. What's so fancy about this place where they would bother doing that, you know?
Only thing for 300 miles.
That's true. Plus, I noticed little things like the hangars have the name of the airport on there. It's always nice.
Measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, cut once.
I did the opposite today.
I landed twice and crashed once. Well, dang it, I got this frickin' bus that's just gonna sit right here in my way. Get the hell out of the intersection, buddy. Ugh.
Oh, there's a white windsock here instead of a traditional standard one.
Yeah,
It's just
and
a
it's
guy-
surrounded
it's
by
just a
little
guy's car.
piles of something. I'm gonna go through this damn bus. Screw him.
Maybe because it's hard to see based off of the orange backgrounds.
Broken Hill Airport. There we go. It's even labeled. I'm gonna try to pull up over here next to my buddy Bob. Well, what an awesome flight. It was just fantastic hanging with all these herky birds.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Glad you made it, buddy. Don't know how much room we got over here, but we could squeeze in.
Feeds the Hercules.
Look at that wingtip to wingtip.
Ah, cool. You can go inside the terminal with your drone.
Oh, really? Well, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
do
you
that.
got all the chairs and trash cans and the
Get this bird
signs and
shut
the-
down here. Alright. I don't think this airport is equipped for 9 large Hercules and A400. They don't quite have the parking spaces for us, do they?
Valet.
This airport out in the middle of nowhere. Alright. Just awesome looking lineup. This is a fancy looking terminal, isn't it? I mean, these guys had like
Yes. It's cool. I'm looking out the windows from inside the terminal at all you guys trying to get squared away.
like they must have had an architect around this place. It's not just the generic one. Even got a turnstile and everything. Look at that.
Royal Flying Doctors Service of Australia.
I got
Nice.
a candy machine over here. They got look like Pringles and some chips
Ooh,
and stuff.
candy
in it.
machine. I like candy. Oh, look at that. They got the posters hanging up. Yeah, it's nice looking in here, isn't it? You know, it's one of those things that's like, why in the world do they need to make the inside of a building look this nice? But that's pretty cool. I'm glad they did.
A big old motorcycle in the back side of the building.
You got the departure information going on here. I don't think this is quite accurate. We got Uzbekistan, Turkish Airlines, Scat Airlines. Okie doke.
Scat.
That's what it says.
Airlines?
Scat Airlines
Okay.
out of Moscow. We got Istanbul and yeah, that's weird. It's a pretty nice looking terminal though. Got everything. Everything except people. A motorcycle out here, you say? I'd like to see that. What we got? The picnic tables and stuff. There's even a bag of garbage out here, outside the back door. I mean, that's detail, man. Let's go. Bunch of luggage
Wouldn't
just
be-
laying around.
It wouldn't be complete if that bag of garbage wasn't there.
It's right next to the Royal Flying Doctor Service sign.
I think that's a real
Royal
thing.
Flying Doctor. Yeah.
Yeah,
neat.
because
Oh,
they're
there
a
is.
British
A couple motorcycles, actually.
colony.
Neat. You know, one of these days in the future, you're probably going to be able to just hop on that motorcycle and go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Bicycle, even. The bicycle is parked right in front of a sign that says no stopping. Looks like they have, gosh, I don't even know what kind of airplane this is, but it's just on display. W.S. Matthews. Some kind of float plane going on, it looks. Big
Okay, I saw
two-engine
that.
something or another. Oh, it's the Royal Flying Doctor guy. Okay. Well, neat. Cool. It is a nice looking airport, isn't it?
Yeah, done very nicely.
Well, that is very cool. But guys and girls, we're looking at midnight around here. That last leg took us a good chunk of time to get here. But tonight was wonderful. Really enjoyed myself, guys and girls. That was a good time. We got a lot of good pilots flying around here. If anybody would like to join us, please do. We take it super casual, and we don't get too serious about anything. And we like to fly these big old Herky birds. So if anybody would like to join us, the information's in the description of the YouTube channel. It tells you where we're going and what we're flying. And I'll pop a PLN file in there for you, so you got all that. And hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Next week we're flying out of here and continuing probably north. So yeah, everybody have a good weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.